when the world seemed to stop, we carry on. Continue to dream and create. We don't just work with what we know. We innovate to adapt, so you can drive your career forward. We don't just make you feel welcome. We provide everyone an equal opportunity to succeed. We don't stop at just enough. We go extra to care and provide, so you can brave the world safely. Times aren't the same, but we've always been different. We are Concentrix. We dream different. We create different. We embrace different.
There are 3 easy steps in creating a resume link. Let me show you how.
Step 1. Register. Go to www.jobs180.com using any browser and click Register Now. Fill out all the information needed. In choosing your resume link, use your full name so that it looks professional and it's easy to recall by potential employers. For example, Antonio Juan de la Cruz .jobs180.com. Step 2. Create and design. When creating your resume, make sure to complete your personal information and upload your profile picture. One of the highlights of the resume link is the portfolio section. In the portfolio section, you can show off your skills by uploading samples of your work like documents, pictures, videos, and your social media links.
Your resume link also features different themes, and you can upload a cover photo. This is a combination of a cover letter and a social network cover photo. Here is an example. You can also download a copy of your resume link and print it. Step 3. Apply for a job. There are many ways to apply with your resume link.
First is browsing the job recommendations in your Jobs 180 dashboard.
If you're qualified, click Submit Resume Link. So what are you waiting for? Dress up your next generation resume, stand out brightly among the competitive job seekers in the market, and win the heart of your future employers using Resume Link.
Welcome to the Polytechnic University of the Philippines, the country's first Polytechnic U. PUP is a state-run university governed by the Republic Act 8292, known as the Higher Education Modernization Act of 1997, and its implementing rules and regulations contained in the Commission on Higher Education Memorandum Circular No. 4, Series of 1997. It is home to more than 70,000 students, making it the largest state university in the Philippines in terms of student population. It is the university's commitment to give qualified and talented students access to quality and responsive education to aid them in the achievement of their dreams and the improvement of their lives. True to its commitment of making education accessible to all, the university has strategically established campuses and branches all over Luzon. Its roster of 1,483 full-time and part-time faculty members and 707 administrative employees. The faculty members and employees perform the collective goal of training, servicing, and supporting the university's stakeholders. From its humble beginnings in 1904, PUP was originally established as the Manila Business School, primarily for the training of personnel for government service and to provide skills needed for private employment. 4 years later, the Manila Business School was renamed Philippine School of Commerce or PSC and merged with the Philippine Normal School from 1933 to 1946. Through the virtue of Republic Act 778, PSC was renamed to Philippine College of Commerce or PCC in 1952. In April 1, 1978, PCC was converted into a chartered state university now known as the Polytechnic University of the Philippines by virtue of Presidential Decree No. 1341. PUP truly has come a long way from a business school to a premier polytechnic university, the very first in the country. Every year, around 50,000 graduating high school students, mostly from economically challenged families, take the Polytechnic University of the Philippines College Entrance Test or PUP set and hope to become one of the 10,000 who will be given a chance to be new PUPians. At present, the university offers more than 80 programs in the graduate and undergraduate levels with its strategic direction of making the colleges vertically articulated. Graduate School, College of Accountancy and Finance, College of Arts and Letters, College of Architecture and Fine Arts, College of Business Administration, College of Communication, College of Computer and Information Sciences, College of Education, College of Engineering, College of Law, College of Political Science and Public Administration, College of Social Sciences and Development, College of Science, College of Tourism, Hospitality and Transportation Management, College of Human Kinetics, Institute of Technology. PUP further strengthens its open university system through expanded tertiary education equivalency and accreditation program and the non-traditional system program. It caters to borderless educational system that aims to reach many learners as possible. For more than a century of existence, countless outstanding achievements have raised PUP to the level of a national comprehensive university. With a vision to transform the university into an epistemic community, PUP subscribes to the idea that a university should have an extensive research and extension development culture. Each year, PUP surpasses national passing rate in licensure examinations and ranks among the top in different academic disciplines. PUP has also institutionalized academic exchange and international cooperation with various countries all over the world through its Office of International Affairs. Today, PUP is relishing its successes and its students are enjoying unprecedented academic opportunities. An enhanced campus environment, upgraded colleges, state-of-the-art technology, and nationally and internationally recognized programs. It has gone far from what it was more than a century ago. This is mainly due to the support given by the government, the PUP community, and its benefactors. With the combined efforts, PUP will continue to be a partner in nation building and in poverty alleviation for the marginalized sector of the society, with quality, responsive, and relevant education as a tool. PUP, the country's first polytechnic U.
Allow me to share with you my vision for the university. I envision PUP to become the pioneering and leading national polytechnic university in the 21st century. With a national polytechnic university status, it will bring more opportunities for the university to further strengthen its academic programs and improve organizational performance as an institution for higher education. In pursuit for this vision, my mission for PUP is for it to recognize its catalytic role for national development. PUP will ensure inclusive and equitable quality education and promote lifelong learning opportunities through a re-engineered polytechnic education. By re-engineering, we look into the existing processes and programs in order to achieve higher quality of academic programs and services following the principles of effectiveness and efficiency. With this mission in mind, I have formulated 10 pillars as my reform agenda for the university. Pillar 1, Dynamic, Transformational, and Responsible Leadership. Empower academic and administrative leaders by following the core principles of good governance to create collective growth and unity. Here I would like to highlight an innovation by introducing the development of an integrity management plan to assess, plan, and implement anti-corruption strategies that will secure the institution against corruption and abuse. Likewise, asset management and resource generation will be aggressively pursued to ensure productivity and finance the implementation of the plans and projects for the university. Pillar 2, Responsive and Innovative Curricula and Instruction. We aim to provide world-class polytechnic education that responds to national and global needs by developing intellectually challenging curricula and design academic programs that are based on industry demands to provide the learners with adequate and relevant competencies and skills and prepare them for a successful and rewarding careers. In a rapidly changing world, we recognize the paradigm shift in curriculum to outcome-based education with lifelong learning approach. Pillar 2 also sits on the framework of internationalization of Philippine higher education through transnational education by promoting academic mobility among faculty and students and global dimension into the curricula and teaching process. Pillar 3, Enabling and Productive Learning Environment. Following education in Industry 4.0, we aim to increase and enhance the use of new technology to enable student learning and engagement, as well as advanced teaching process and methodology through new and state-of-the-art facilities that will support the overall learning and teaching experience in the university. Pillar 3 likewise includes campus development and the provision of conducive learning centers and facilities for students and faculty. Pillar 4, Holistic Student Development and Engagement. We will empower students as well as rounded learners and active young leaders as we open opportunities for various academic mobility and venues for honing skills and personal development, being the principal stakeholder of the university. Recognize academic freedom as a form of self-expression and a platform to showcase students' intellect, skills, and creativity. Pillar 5, Empowered Faculty Members and Employees. Likewise, we are looking into the holistic development of our faculty and employees as productive, competent, and experts in their respective fields. We will encourage our faculty roster through formal education, capacity building, research and extension initiatives, faculty immersion, and other academic engagements, both local and abroad. We will ensure that both our faculty and employees will have a vibrant career development path as public servants in this state university. Pillar 6, Vigorous Research Production and Utilization. We will continue to strengthen the research culture in the university by promoting discovery and innovation through increasing disciplinary and collaborative research integration across academic disciplines to create new knowledge, utilize research findings, and develop innovative products. Pillar 7, Global Academic Standards and Excellence. Achieve the highest levels of recognition in quality and compliance standards from CHED, AACUP, and other international accrediting and regulatory bodies for higher education. We will intensify our efforts to achieve and sustain better academic performance and continue to excel as a top-performing school in various professional licensure examinations and produce board top-notchers as well as sustain our status of being the most preferred graduates of employers. Likewise, we aim to establish and to be recognized as centers of development and excellence in our academic programs. Pillar 8, Synergistic, Productive Strategic Networks and Partnerships. Synergize and forge strategic linkages and partnerships across all sectors of society and the global community in line with the overall plans and programs of the university. Establish alliance with the government, industry sector, NGOs, and the academe will lead to resource sharing, program support, and research collaborations beneficial for all. Pillar 9, Active and Sustained Stakeholders Engagement. Harness a healthy and harmonious organization by empowering all its stakeholders, both internal and external, through open communication networks, consultative and participative undertakings, and team-building activities, recognizing that all stakeholders can greatly contribute towards the betterment of the university. Pillar 10, Sustainable Social Development Programs and Projects. Expand access to education, knowledge building, and information dissemination through sharing of expertise and resources for community development. Support inclusivity approach and education by embarking on Education on Wheels, which aims to bring access to education closer to communities, following the principle of no one will be left behind. As the University of the People, we should bring the university closer to their hearts to serve their needs and extend assistance in mainstreaming public service. Our institution must continue to stand as one for the values that we have inculcated. For the past 115 years, we have exemplified our quest for truth, excellence, equity, relevance, effectiveness, integrity, and academic freedom. Lastly, I call upon each and everyone to join me in this journey. Together we stand as one para sa sintang paaralan para sa ating bayan.
Nandito na pala sila! Hi guys! Magandang araw mga schoolmates! Nandito na muli ang lahat ng dapat yung malaman tungkol sa pamantasan. Ako si Jello.
Lahat ng in, lahat ng hit, lahat ng trendy. Ako naman si Mary Rose.
At ito ang inyong online tambayan. Ako naman si Ene. At ito ang PUP TV! Pinag-usapan sa pamantasan. Guys, wala ba kayong napapansin? Wala si Kesa! Ano? Pero bukod doon, hindi nyo ba nararamdaman na per months na? Ano? At ilang tulog na lang, malapit na magpasko, di ba? Tama!
At ipagdiriwang na natin ngayong October ang anniversary ng ating sintang paaralan.
Tama! Pero alam niyo ba kung kailan eksaktong ipinagdiriwang ang founding anniversary ng ating sintang paaralan? Ngayong first week of October.
Sabi ko na sa'yo eh. Talaga namang nakaka-proud ang maging isang PUP yan, di ba?
Oo naman, kasi bukod sa tayo ang may pinakamababang tuition fee dito sa buong Pilipinas, tayo din ang kauna-unahang Polytechnic University sa buong bansa.
Eh teka lang, ilang taon na nga ba ang PUP?
Ay, alam mo makikita yan sa logo natin eh. Di ba nakalagay doon? PUP 1904. So kung 2013 na ngayon at 1904 tinatagang PUP, 109th founding anniversary ng ating sintang paaralan. Oo nga, at speaking of logo, alam niyo ba kung ano ang kwento at kasaysayan kung paano na po ang kulay Golden Star at ang kulay maroon sa paligid nito? Paano nga ba? Pwes yan ang ating alamin dito sa ating episode ng PUP logo dito sa Anghit. Alam niyo ba na ang logo ay ginagamit bilang pagkakilala ng isang establishmento, gusali, paaralan o anumang samahan? Ang bawat logo ay may kanya-kanya kahulugan at simbolo. Pero ano nga ba ang simbolo sa likod ng logo ng ating sintang paaralan? Sabay-sabay natin alamin ang kahulugan at kwento sa likod ng ating logo dito sa Anghit featuring PUP logo.
Hindi ko po alam.
Ano ba yung logo?
Nakalimutan ko eh.
Sinisimbolo yung PUP. Hindi ko alam.
Simbolo sa katatagan ng ating universidad. Excellence.
Excellent yung PUP. Parang yung symbol yun ng ano, yun sa humanity.
Yung bilog daw, infinite wisdom. Star stands for the perfection of human person as well as the search for truth. PUP logo, yun yung dream namin. Kailangan namin maabot, mag-graduate namin dito.
Dates back to the conceptualization of this logo, simplified adoption from Leonardo da Vinci's famous drawing, the proportions of the human figure. At that time, I was the executive assistant of Dr. Minister Ibrahim. He was the one who conceptualized it.
Ang hugis between ng ating logo ay isinunod mula sa tanyag na likha ni Leonardo da Vinci na The Proportions of Human Figure o mas kilala sa tawag na Vitruvian Man. Ang katawagang Vitruvian ay hinango mula kay Vitruvius, isang arkitektong Romano noong 100 AD.
In our logo, the golden section is, of course, the center of the 5 concentric circles, zeroing in on the midpoint of the PUP star logo.
Ang tinatawag na golden section sa between ng ating logo ay siyang sentro ng 5 bilog. Ang 5 bilog na ito ang tinatawag na 5 concentric circles na nangangahulugan ng integrity, ingenuity, industry, intelligence, at internationalism ng PUP bilang isang pamantasan.
This logo serves as a constant reminder to all future generations in the community of the Polytechnic University of the Philippines that from the ancient times, the flowering of ideas from the golden section stimulates proportionate economy, social justice, truth, and beauty. The Polytechnic University of the Philippines star logo becomes a symbol of light for the entire nation.
Ang galing! Yung pala yun!
Dito ka pa naman, Jello. Hindi ako nakikinig eh.
Grabe kayo. Baka naman nakalimutan ko lang.
Wait lang guys. Maiba naman tayo. Hindi nyo ba alam na ang PUP, hindi rin tayo pauhuli sa mga successful graduates natin?
Oo naman!
At pinatunayan yan ng ating dalawang ka-scholar ng bayan na kung saan nag-top lang naman sila sa Nutritionist Dietitian Licensure Exam 2013.
Wow!
Tara, panoorin natin ito, ang kanilang kwento sa PUP yan!
So, ako pala si Julius Cesar A. Bactan. So, I'm 20 years old and I took up BS Nutrition and Dietetics dito sa PUP. Ako si Giancarlo R. Murillo. I graduated as cum laude with GPA of 1.56. And 21 years old na ako, I have my license number. Proud RNP, proud PUP yan. Ako kasi even start pa lang, nagkaroon na ako ng goals. So, sinabi ko sa sarili ko, pagpasok ko sa PUP, kailangan makakuha ko ng Laging Honor from the University. Kailangan maging top-notcher ako ng board exam namin. So, start pa lang kailangan may goal setting ka na. Nag-set tayo ng goal na magkaroon ng laude at saka magkaroon ng top sa board exam. So, yun ang naging goal ko. 2 days after malabas yung result, naghanap na talaga ako ng work. So, experience ko talaga is napakahirap. Kahit sabihin mo ng top-notcher ka, naging cum laude ka, hindi pa rin ganun kadali pumasok sa tunay na mundo. Nag-apply na ako sa isang agency dito sa Pilipinas, pero itatry ko pa rin na pumasok sa mga food company. Alam naman natin, bilang isang PUPian, tayo pinanganak na kulang sa financial na kapasidad. So, ang meron lang tayo is utak. So, utak ang puhunan natin. Ang pagiging isang top-notcher ay simula pa lang yan ng buhay. So, ang tunay talaga is nagsisimula talaga yan after ng college natin. So, ngayon pa lang, kapwa ko PUP yan, mag-aral tayong mabuti. Alam nyo kasi naniniwala ko, knowledge without faith is nothing. Sa lahat na pinag-aaralan natin, dapat laging ang sentro, Panginoon.
Wow! Ang galing talaga nila, no? Pero alam nyo, baka pwede sila maging personal dietitian ni Kesa. Bakit naman kakailanganin nun eh? Ang pet-pet na nga.
Slim na kaya no?
Nasan nga pala si Kesa ngayon, no?
Balita ko na sa SMX no si Kesa.
Lalakwatsa na naman. Ginagawa ni Kesa sa SMX. Balita ko, nililibot niya yung buong Pilipinas eh. Para saan? Hindi niya tayo sinama kasi eh. Panoorin na lang natin ang may special na iniunda si Kesa sa atin. Panoorin natin.
Hi guys! Andito ako ngayon sa SMX Convention Center para sa 24th Philippine Travel Mart ng Philippine Tour Operators Association o ng PhilTOA. At guys, alam nyo ba, sa loob nito ay ang buong Pilipinas. Kalain mo nagkasya ang buong Pilipinas? Hindi ka naniniwala? Tara, puntahan natin. Hindi lingid sa ating mga kaalaman na ang Pilipinas ay isang bansang mayaman sa magaganda. Magaganda! Ano ka ba? Magagandang tanawin. Kaya naman, lakas loob, taas noo, tulo ang dugo na tinanong ng PUP Creative sa mga tao rito kung bakit nga ba it's more fun in the Philippines. Alamin natin! Tara! Bakit po it's more fun in the Philippines?
Because mas marami tayong makikitang sceneries dito.
Because you have the beautiful places here in the Philippines.
Philippines is the best among all our countries.
Yes, big house!
A wild country.
Shadow naman daw.
War destination. You like it?
Yes, Philippines is a wild country with wild people.
Exciting, tsaka madami mong pupuntahan.
Bakit it's more fun in the Philippines?
Kasi nandito ka.
Oh, nakakayak naman. Ay, ito naman. Bakit it's more fun in the Philippines? Look up, look up.
Kesa, Pilipinas ka ba?
Bakit?
Kasi ang ganda mo eh.
Bakit po it's more fun in the Philippines?
Bakit? Ano ba?
May enjoy mo yung lugar sa Pilipinas.
Because of you. Because of the people, you know. So, masaya mga Pinoy eh. Inuurasan mo? Huwag na lang. Hanap na lang kayo.
Ang tagal kong naghintay para sa sagot. Guys, we have here Governor Vilma Santos. Governor V, bakit po it's more fun in the Philippines? Ang sagot niya, wala eh. Wala ko na pala. Hi guys, we have here Mr. Mark Nelson.
We're doing well.
See you po.
I knew
Sir,
it. Yes.
why is it more fun in the Philippines?
Number one, the people. The people are the friendliest people all over Asia, possibly all over the world. And also, we have everything in the Philippines. Actually, the only thing we're missing in the Philippines is snow, but that's okay. We don't need snow. We have the best beaches. We have sand.
Oh, diba?
Who needs snowmen when you can make sandmen? We have the best scuba diving in the world. You go to Tupataha Reef. You can see everything. We have 95% of the world's marine biodiversity right here in the Philippines.
Ah, di ba schoolmates, sabi naman sa inyo, sobrang ganda ng Pilipinas. Ito nga, sabi naman ako sa kanina dito sa SMX, ang dahilan kung bakit it's more fun in the Philippines ay una, dahil sa mga magandang tanawin. Pangalawa ay dahil sa ating mga sariling produkto. Pangatlo ay dahil hindi ka mauubusan ng mga gagawin dito sa ating bansa. At pang-apat at ang pinakamahalaga sa lahat, kung bakit it's more fun in the Philippines, eh dahil na rin sa mga masasayahin at magagandang mga Pilipino. Sabi! Kinasabi!
Wow, grabe! Sayang dito yung nakasama dyan sa SMX Convention Center.
Tayo ni Kesa. Hindi naman tayo sinama ni Kesa. Pero balita ko nga, may booth daw doon ng PUP. Booth ng PUP Creativity. At alam nyo ha, itong booth na to, kasama nito yung iba pang malalaking kumpanya sa buong Pilipinas. Wow, big time ang PUP. Ang cool, di ba?
Nakaka-proud naman na maging isang PUP, yan talaga naman. At dapat na nating i-celebrate ang ating founding anniversary.
At kaya wag natin kalimutan, mga kapatid sa pananampalataya, mga schoolmates, na batiin ang ating nag-iisa, ang ating sintang paralan ng
Happy 109th Founding Anniversary!
Happy founding anniversary PUP! At muli, ito ang inyong college of bayan, PUP TV, pinakausap-usapan sa pamantasan!
Emerson is a global technology and engineering leader. We operate in over 150 countries. We are 110,000 employees worldwide. And here in the Philippines, we have over 2,000 employees.
My name is Vicky Florento. I'm from Dell Philippines. I'm handling the university relations and services hiring.
Pagasa Steel supplies concrete reinforcing bars to the Philippines' booming construction industry. We have been the leading supplier of quality steel bars for the past 52 years.
EGS is an Alborica company. It is one of the fastest growing BPO companies in the Philippines right now.
I'm Cecil Venancio and I'm a Branding and Communications Director of Sykes Asia.
We don't decide whether you're from a top-tier university or a state university. We decide based on our assessments that includes exams and interviews. Having said that, a lot of Dell's workforce in the Philippines are from PUP.
55 to 80 hires annually, those coming from PUP alone. And as a matter of fact, 14 of the homegrown employees who started from staff and supervisors have been promoted.
Currently, we have 13 employees from the PUP. They're working in a different field, so most of them are engineer, some are in sales, most of them are in the higher position.
There's a huge pool of students that we can really harvest from. And we know the reputation that they bring. So we're glad that we have a university like PUP that we can rely on for our future employees.
I love the graduates of PUP. They're not only fun to work with, but you can rely on them. They are very, very dependable.
PUP graduates are an exact match and fit to Pagasa Steel's mission and vision.
The reason why we prefer the PUP graduates is the fact that we notice that they have a common denominator, very hardworking. You see, whatever happens, they'd still work. Even if it's raining, they'd still come to work. You give them additional tasks, they'd accept. They are resilient.
Very passionate aside from being resilient, because we can see that they're very dedicated with their job, and we've seen a lot of PUP graduates not just in one department.
They turn out to adapt very well and adjust well to our company here in the Philippines. They're productive employees and they stay with us for a long time.
Stand out sa PUP graduate is their loyalty sa company. Integrity and ethics, drive for results, intellectual capacity, and adaptability. So when we hire PUPians, they have this kind of competencies.
Of course, they're very intelligent people, responsible. Responsible in a sense because whenever we meet these graduates and we ask them what are their future plans, they would always come up with answers like helping out their family, or because I'm done with school, I'll help out another sibling. So you would know already that these kids, even before they actually embark on certain work, they already have goals in mind.
They're not maarte, no? Whatever you give them, they know that if it's for the purpose of the job, they will do it. And so they have, they're the ones that survive the challenges of work. They don't shirk away from responsibilities. They're the type who, whatever the job requires, they're up for the challenge.
PUPians enable people everywhere to grow and thrive.
PUP is one of the pillars of the nation because it is an institution that provides good graduates and people who really contribute to the success of the community or to the success of the country.
To all the people associated with PUP, if you're a graduate, congratulations, and you should be proud of yourselves. For those of you that are students, please continue the tradition, the proud legacy that your school has. Some of you, PUP, you work for us now. We appreciate you. We know you're good employees. For those of you that might work for us in the future, please consider us. We'd love to have you. We know that you make a great employee for Emerson.
PUPians, bring everything you are. If you have big ideas, let's talk. Come work where passion meets possibility. You can visit jobs.del.com for opportunities.
To pursue your dreams and work hard for whatever endeavor you will choose. And in the event that you will choose to apply in one of the fastest BPO companies in the Philippines, I would like to invite you to apply in EGS, an Alorica company, because our doors are open for all of you.
To all the PUPians, let's create a sense of smile together.
Smart is very happy to have PUP graduates now enjoying their career and let them live more.
Hashtag Sites to PUP. We will support you in more ways than one.
Tara na, maging magkasama na tayo. Mabuhay ang PUP!
Noon pa man, malaki na ang naging bahagi ng mga kababaihan sa lipunang Pilipino. Kaisa sila sa marubdob na paghahangad ng kalayaan ng ating lahi. Kabilang sila sa paglinang ng ating makulay na sining at mayamang kultura. Kasapi sila sa pagtataguyod ng mga adhikain ng kapwa mamamayan at sa pagtugon sa mga pangangailangan ng lipunan. Katuwang sila sa pagtuklas sa mga larangan ng agham at medisina. Kapanalig sila sa pagpapairal ng batas, karapatan at katarungan para sa lahat. Kabahagi sila sa paglilingkod sa bayan at sa pagpapanatili ng demokrasyang Pilipino. Sa paglipas ng panahon, hindi nagmaliw ang kanilang pag-ibig sa ating inang bayan. Mga kababayan, ito ang alay ng mga kababaihang Pilipino para sa bayan. Tumayo po tayong lahat at sabay-sabay nating awitin ang pambansang awit ng Pilipinas.
Ayaw magiging pero sa silanganan, alam ng puso, sa litin mo'y buhay. Lupang hinirang, gulatan ng magiging, sa manlulubi, di ka masisingin. Sa lahat ng tulog, sa sigat at sa langit mong bakang, may ginatang tula at awit sa paglayang minamahal. Ang isa ng patawad mo'y tagumpay na nagdiligid.
Hi, I'm Engineer Florinda Indo, Director of the Alumni Relations and Career Development Office. The role of our office is to keep connections among students and alumni, provides complete range of services to students, alumni, and employers in the area of career development, graduates and professional schools preparations, employee relations, and campus recruitment. We also provide alumni and students with the tools and resources to help find success in all professional endeavors. To all freshmen, please come and visit us. Our office is located at N209 North Wing 2nd floor.
Magandang umaga mga ka-isko-etiska. Magandang umaga, PUPian. So, isang mainit na umaga at alam ko kailangan uminom kayo ng maraming tubig para at least, 'di ba, hindi kayo ma-dehydrate. And wag masyadong mag-stay out lalo na habang mataas ang araw. So, guys, I'm Professor Jane S. Pulma from the Alumni Relation and Career Development Office, and I will be your moderator for today's webinar. So, para sa ating host college, we do have the Institute of Technology. We also do have the College of Communication, College of Science, and the Open University. So, maraming salamat po for our host college for this event. So, ang ating mga attendees naman mula sa PUP Institute of Technology, meron din tayong attendees from PUP. Tingnan natin ha para ma-shout out natin sila. PUP Cabiao. So, good morning, guys! Okay, so pwede po ba pa-rename po yung ating mga Zoom name tapos yung nasa Facebook po natin? mga participants natin naman sa Facebook, palagay din po kung saang branch and campuses namin kayo para ma-shoutout namin at ma-acknowledge namin yung inyong mga branch and campuses. So, maraming salamat for our industry partners who will be with us today. We'll be having the Jobs 180 for e-resume writing and informational interviews. And we also do have Concentrix for personality assessment and Terra system for the resume writing. So building a soft skills and hard skills and resume content. So guys, pa-rename po ang ating mga Zoom name at palagay po ang inyong mga branch and campuses so I can acknowledge you all. Okay, so the Alumni Relation and Career Development Office is located at N209. So by the way, hindi pa tayo face-to-face, so hindi pa tayo nagkikita-kita. So our office is tasked to assist and to serve the students and alumni in support in the area of career development and building the linkage between that industry and the student. So we are sustaining the link of possible employer and industry partners and try to provide or bridge the gap for an industry and the academe. So for employment opportunities, you can check our PUP Facebook page. We do have PUP Career Center Facebook page. So guys, kung sino pang hindi nakaka-follow or hindi hindi pala subscribe. Kasi ang subscribe pala YouTube. Wala pa po kaming YouTube eh. So, what we do have now is the PUP Career Center Facebook page. So, guys, i-share nyo na lang at i-follow nyo yung page. So, our career development aims to help not just a student in their professional and personal search for their career. So, we hope that an individual can grow professionally and personally and learn new skills, knowledge that can help in building your dream jobs. So guys, without any further ado, let me discuss the virtual etiquette. Okay. So, meron tayong 2 participants for today's events. We do have our Zoom participants. Good morning, guys, and welcome. And thank you for joining us in this event. So kindly remember to keep your microphone always on mute while this webinar is ongoing. So please remember that we are currently on live stream. So we'll be having our Q&A portion. You can raise your hand or you can use the Zoom chat to raise your question and interact with our speakers. So, for our stream participants naman, for our PUP Career Center and PUP Alumni Facebook page, good morning po and welcome on this career development webinar. So, you can use the comment section for your questions, insights, and comments. And you can interact with our speakers. You just have to introduce yourself with your name, course, year, and section. So we will be monitoring and including all of your questions during the webinar. So to all guys, you'll be having your digital certificate after 2 to 3 weeks after the conduct of this event. Kindly stay tuned on the evaluation link that will be posted on the Zoom chat or the comment section of the Facebook page. So please take note that this link will be accessible 6 hours after the webinar. So guys, alam ko marami sa inyo ang excited na para sa ating first speaker. So our first industry speaker is the one who bridged the academe and the industry for future employment. So, there isa siyang platform na pwede kayong mag-upload ng inyong resume at mag-update. So, bago ang lahat, bago ko ipakilala ang aming ang aming Kimchu. So, panoorin muna natin ang ABP ng Jobs 180.
There are 3 easy steps in creating a resume link. Let me show you how. Step 1. Register. Go to www.jobs180.com using any browser and click Register Now. Fill out all the information needed. In choosing your resume link, use your full name so that it looks professional and it's easy to recall by potential employers. For example, Antonio Juan de la Cruz.jobs180.com. Step 2. Create and design. When creating your resume, make sure to complete your personal information and upload your profile picture. One of the highlights of the resume link is the portfolio section. In the portfolio section, you can show off your skills by uploading samples of your work like documents, pictures, videos, and your social media links. Your resume link also features different themes and you can upload a cover photo. This is a combination of a cover letter and a social network cover photo. Here is an example. You can also download a copy of your resume link and print it. Step 3. Apply for a job. There are many ways to apply with your resume link. First is browsing the job recommendations in your Jobs 180 dashboard. If you're qualified, click Submit Resume Link. So what are you waiting for? Dress up your next generation resume, stand out brightly among the competitive job seekers in the market, and win the heart of your future employers using Resume Link.
Okay, to discuss about e-resume writing and informational interviewing, let's welcome Mr. Kim Chua, the Kim Chu of the ARCDO, Sir Kim of Jobs 180. Good morning!
Good morning, ma'am. Good morning po, Ma'am Jane. Good morning, everyone who's listening. I hope you're all safe. Nakapag-long weekend tayo, no? At sa mga bumoto, very good. Exercise your privilege to vote. Ayan. So, ano nga bang pag-uusapan natin? Sabi ni Ma'am Jane, pag-usapan natin ang electronic resume. So, I prepare and some interview tips later, no? I'm going to be sharing my screen right now at while I'm doing it, tama po narinig ninyo, ano? Lagi kasi ako nagbibiro, wag niyo ako tawaging Kim Chu, no? Meron akong wa, Kim Chu wa. Ayan. Baka kasi Kim Chu lang ang maalala ninyo. So, while I'm doing my screen sharing and I hope I can share na lang my entire screen para hindi na tayo mahirapan later. Let me just do this. Okay. Now, at any point in time, this the slides moving, please call my attention. Okay? Kasi minsan ako conjuring itong gadget ko. Hindi ko alam kung bakit napopossess bigla. Hindi siya gumagalaw. Okay? Pero I hope for this session, I think wala naman maging problem. So I'm going to just close the thumbnail ko. Dali, I'll close the thumbnail. Okay? And I put this on full screen. Okay, so you should be seeing now the title page that says here the most secured resume tool, the most secured tool for online application. This is called the resume link. Yan ang ating unang topic and I'll be discussing that to you. For those who have already created the resume link, then you just have to follow na lang. Tingnan mo na lang kung tama ba ginawa ninyo. Sa mga hindi pa po nakakarinig sa tool na ito, subaybayan nyo, no? In case na miss out nyo kanina yung video, medyo nabilisan kayo dun sa video kasi 2 minutes lang yung video na yon. I'm going to tell you in detail ano tong resume link. Okay? So as we start, ayan. So you should be seeing na the page that says checklist, no? Dapat. Pag hindi mo nakita to, please call my attention. Okay? So, ano yung checklist na sinasabi ko? Marami kasi tayong mga platform right now na ginagamit. So totoo lang, 'di ba? Ang dami, napaka-convenient. Nowadays, kung nagutom ka, ang bilis mo naman maka-order ng pagkain. You don't even have to step out of your house. 'Di ba? Just one click of a button and then you get your food delivered to you. Hindi lang 'yan, no? Pag may gusto kang bilhin na bagay, napakadaming mga online apps din na pwede mong gamitin. O syempre hindi na ako magpo-promote ng lahat ng apps na 'yan. Ang gusto kong i-point out is pagdating sa paghahanap ng trabaho. Because a lot of times, even if you are already working, you still explore for better opportunities. So, sa mga hindi pa nagtatrabaho at sa mga nagtatrabaho na, kung sino man, all walks of life, kahit anong taon tayo, anong age, anong gender, pwede natin itong gamitin. At ito pong tool na ito, meron akong checklist. Because right now, you probably be thinking, marami namang klaseng mga online apps, pero alin dito yung dapat kong gamitin? Kaya meron akong guideline sa inyo. Ito yung checklist ko. So I hope that you also follow this checklist if you're using the right tool. Okay? For me, ito yung checklist ko. Okay? So I am just sharing it to you. So ano yung checklist ko? Una sa lahat, you should be able to stand out. Okay? Definitely, you want to stand out. No? Sa dami-dami ng mga nag-a-apply ngayon, sa dami-dami mong kakompetensya, sigurado, no, gusto mo mag-stand out para mabilis kang mapansin ng mga HR. Okay? And shout out also to all the HRs who are here from Terra System and also from Concentrix. Diba? I think they will also be able to relate, no, with what I'm saying because I myself, I'm also from the HR side. Okay? So, sa dami-dami ng mga aplikante, kami ring mga HR, ganun din gusto namin gawin. Makita kaagad sino yung pinaka-qualified para mabilisan na. Diba? Mabilisan meaning mabilis ma-fill yung position. Okay? Now, this tool would also be able to help you consolidate all the information. Hanggat maaari, isang file na lang. Hindi na yung marami pang file na pa isa-isa mo sinasubmit sa kumpanya. Diba? Minsan may academic files ka, meron kang mga government IDs, meron kang mga medical files. Lahat yan, isa-isa mo pinapadala no, tumatagal yung proseso. So this tool helps you to have everything in one in one file. O, di ba? Mas mabilis yung proseso. Now, another good thing pa with this tool is that it makes the process more efficient. Pag sinabi ko more efficient, in short, sa mga aplikante, paalala ko lang, huwag po kayong maging paasa. Okay? Huwag kayong magpaasa sa mga HR kung kayo nag-a-apply sa mga kumpanya. As much as, okay, in as much as kayo rin, ayaw nyong pinapaasa kayo ng mga HR, diba, ng mga kumpanya. Kami naman, bilang isang company, bilang isang HR, hanggat maaari din, we don't want naman na magpaasa ng mga aplikante. Ang gusto lang naman namin is, sa simula pa lang, ma-process na kagad, makita na kagad kung pasado or hindi, para magkaalaman na. Diba? Pag pasado, edi move forward tayo. Pagka hindi pasado, edi stay put mo na, diba? Until the next applicant comes in. Ganun yung mangyayari. Okay? So this tool helps you to do that. Napapabilis yung proseso. Okay? Now, another thing pa this tool can do is wala tong bayad. Libre po ito. Okay? Baka kasi inisip nyo, mukha akong salesman, no? May binibenta ako sa inyo. Wala po akong binibenta. Libre po itong tool na ito. This is absolutely for free. And the most important question in my checklist is, do you want your information to be secured? I think ang sagot niyo oo. Especially with this diba, this date and age right now, importante yung data privacy, 'di ba? Kaya nga ako nag-share sa inyo nitong tool na ito because this tool helps you to make sure and ensures yung data nyo secured. Okay, kung paano mangyayari 'yan, ikukwento ko na sa inyo ano ba tong tool na ito. Kaya nga to tinawag na the most secured resume platform. This is called Resume Link. Okay, by definition, ang Resume Link is a personalized URL. It's a link that anyone can open online anytime. Okay, so let me use an example. Shout out sa audience. Yan, may nakita ko nina dyan sa audience. Shout out to you, Sir Maynard Sombrito. O, kung nakikinig ka, Sir Maynard, gamitin lang kita as an example. Kung ikaw si Sir Maynard Sombrito, ang resume link mo pwede maging maynardsombrito.jobs180.com. Ganun lang kasimple. Yan na ang resume mo. Yan na ang resume link mo. And if hindi ka makarelate, okay, tingnan mo na lang yung nakasulat sa screen. Halimbawa, ikaw si John Santos, yan ang resume mo or resume link mo. You are johnsantos.jobs180.com. Ganun lang kasimple. Yan ang resume mo. So you're now wondering, paano ko gagawa niyan? Kagaya ng pinakita natin sa video earlier, meron lang tayong simple steps for you to follow. Okay? Very, very simple steps. The first step is for you to register. Wala po itong bayad. Libre po ito. Okay? Paano ka mag-register? Pumunta ka sa link na pinapakita ko right now. Go to schools, with an S, schools.jobs180.com/PUP. Okay? Huwag niyo na tanongin bakit PUP. Obvious naman, di ba? Kasi kayo ay from PUP. Okay? You go to your school dedicated career portal, which is schools.jobs180.com/PUP. From there, on the upper right side portion, you see there register. Click mo siya. Okay, now as you click on register, you start to fill in the blanks. these blanks, hindi ko na, gets mo na yan, no? Just fill the blanks and then you proceed to the next step. Okay? Now, kung sakali lang hindi mo natandaan yung link kasi sobrang haba or medyo complicated yung link, mahaba, no? Just go to www.jobs180.com, that's jobs180.com, and that's where you register. Now, as you click on the register button, you have to choose your school. Hindi ko na sasabihin, syempre, kung ikaw taga PUP, di PUP pipiliin mo. Di ba? Kung hindi ka taga PUP, just in case lang, there's someone who's listening right now who is not from PUP, then you choose your school. Okay? Huwag mo piliin yung PUP kung hindi ka taga PUP. Okay? So you do that. Okay? Now, as you do it, anong mangyayari? Fill in the blanks. And these blanks are very easy to follow. Kung meron kang work experience, aabot ka sa 4th page. Pag wala ka namang work experience, you end up on the 3rd page lang. Ganun ka simple. And this takes you less than 2 minutes to do this. Okay? Now, once you're done, meron ka na ngayon account. Diba? So, sisimulan mo na yung paggawa mo ng resume link mo. So, saan ba nakabase ang resume link mo? Nakabase yan sa pangalan mo, sa unique name mo. Okay? So, again, shout out ako sa example lang. Sample lang ha. Halimbawa lang, ikaw si John Santos. Kung may kapangalan ka, pwede mo gawin creative. Pwede mo baliktarin. O pwede mo gawin Santos John. Now, to the audience who's out there, meron ako nakita kanina by the name of Jasmine Jane Kamat. O, shout out to you, Ma'am Jasmine Jane Kamat. Halimbawa lang, ikaw si Ma'am Jasmine Jane Kamat, ang resume link mo pwede maging jasminejane.kamat.jobs180.com. Okay? Now, if ever lang, may katukayo ka, kapangalan mo, eksakto, no? For some reason, may multiverse, parang ganyan. Meron kang kapangalan, Jasmine Jane Kamat din. Naunahan ka mag-register. Ano mangyayari? Magkakaroon na red na box, sasabihin niya, this name has already been taken. O huwag kayo malungkot, narinig mo, taken na, nalungkot ka na kaagad. Okay lang, kahit taken na. Ang gagawin mo, maging creative. Kagaya ng sabi ko nga kanina, pwede mo balik ta rin. Pwede mo gawin Kamat, Jasmine Jane. Diba? O kaya JJ Kamat. O kaya JJC. CJJ, di ba? Depende ko na gusto mo gawin. Basta importante, wala kang kapareho kahit kayo ay may kapangalan. Okay, no? Paalala ko lang mga PUP yan. So, huwag kayong OA. Pag gumawa ka ng resume, huwag tipong nakalagay cutie pie, Barbie doll, lover boy. Okay, because it doesn't sound professional. Imagine mo, di ba, mag-apply ka sa kumpanya. Pupunta ka sa Concentrix, example. No? Sasabit mo yung resume link mo. Tatanungin ka ng HR. Sabihin sa'yo, do you have your resume? Siyempre, meron ka resume link. Ano sabi mo? Yes po, sir. Meron po akong resume link. Ang resume ko ay eldiablo.jobs180.com. O di ba? Baka matakot yung HR sa inyo pag narinig niya Eldiablo. Di ba? So, I don't recommend that you do that. Ang recommend ko, just stick to your name. Whatever your name is, it will sound professional. Okay? Now, moving forward, as you register, you use a valid email. Ano yung mga valid email? Ito yung mga email na nabubuksan natin. Kagaya ng Yahoo, Gmail, Outlook, MSN. Kung naman yung email na yan, basta nabubuksan nyo. Huwag yung email na kagaya ng, sample lang Jeffrey@facebook.com na email. Huwag kang gagamit ng Samantha@facebook.com na email. In short, huwag mo gamitin yung @facebook.com na email. Kasi pag yan na ginamit mong email, yung @facebook.com na email, you will no longer be able to receive notifications being sent to you by the companies as well as jobs180.com. Kailangan yung email na gamitin nyo, nabubuksan nyo. Kaya nare-receive nyo yung mga pinapadala ng mga companies sa inyo. Pati na rin ni Jobs180, syempre. At higit sa lahat, kailangan mo talaga gamitin ng email na nabubuksan nyo because you have to verify your account. Okay, you have to open your email, look for the verification link, click on the link as a proof na ikaw nag-register. Okay? So you're done with the first step pag natapos ka na mag-verify na account niya. Okay? Ganun ka simple. Ano yung first step? Register. Absolutely for free. Wala tong bayad. Okay? Let's proceed to the second step. The second step is the I would say, ito yung pinaka-practical. Okay? Ito yung pinaka-practical sa lahat. Okay? Importante, pinaka-logical, no, sa lahat. Kailangan kumpleto ang detalye nyo. You have to complete all your information. And how do you complete your information? Okay? You go back to the link that I showed you. Okay? By the way, ba't ko sinabi you have to complete the information? Kasi huwag mo sayangin oras nyo tsaka oras ng HR. Imagine, kayo mag-a-apply sa kumpanya, diba? Tapos kulang-kulang detalye nyo, bungi-bungi details nyo. Ano mangyayari? Eh di wala rin mangyayari, tatagal lang yan. Diba? Baka nga, hindi na kayo kumustahin pa ng HR, pag nakita nila kulang-kulang details mo, they might just move forward to the next applicant. Which of course, you don't want to happen. Kaya importante, kumpletuhin ang detalye. Okay? So you go back to the link that I'm showing you right now. You can write this down, take a picture or take a screenshot. Go to schools with an S, no? schools.jobs180.com/PUP. From here, you don't need to register again. What you need to do is you need to log in. Kasi may account ka na eh. So you log in and you go to your account. Now, if ever lang na hindi mo nga malala tong link na to or sobrang haba, hindi mo siya ma-memorize, just go to www.jobs180.com, that's jobs180.com, and that's where you now log in. Okay? Pag nag-login kayo lang naman may alam ng login details, so you put your resume link here, or your email, and then your password. Na kayo lang may alam, no? You don't share your password to anyone else. So as you do this, you now go inside your dashboard. So pag nandun ka na sa loob ng job seeker dashboard mo, ano gagawin mo? Fill in the blanks. Now, I will not bore you kung ano dapat isulat dito. Obviously, pag nakita mo dyan address, malamang address mo, hindi yung address ng pinsan mo. Diba? Unless magkasama kayo sa isang bahay. Pag nakita mo dyan birthday, obvious naman, birthday mo. Diba? Hindi yung birthday ng kapatid mo. Unless magkambal kayo. Diba? Pareho kayo ng birthday. O, yan nalagay mo. So, you get what I'm saying. Okay? Fill in the blanks lang yan. Now, may mga things dito na gusto ko i-emphasize. Okay? I'm speaking as an HR because most of the time, may mga aplikante, ito yung mga hindi nila nabibigyang importansya. Okay? Ano tong mga items na to? Number 1, importante na kumpletuhin nyo lahat ng possible ways na makontak kayo ng isang HR. Ano yung mga yan? Okay? Given naman that you put your mobile number there. But oftentimes, when we call you, okay, at kayo rin, no, pasintabi sa matatamaan, pag kayo ay tinatawagan ng kung sino man na hindi nyo kilala, ano nangyayari? Maraming times, kadalasan, hindi nyo ina-answer. Pag nag-ring yung phone, ring. Titingnan nyo lang yung phone nyo. Sino kaya to? Hindi ko to kilala. Hindi ko sasagutin. Diba? Ano mangyayari? Diba? Hanggang matapos yung ring, you're hoping na sana may mag-message sa inyo para magpakilala. Paano kung yung HR hindi ganun kasipag mag-text? Masipag lang siya magtawag, pero hindi siya masipag mag-text. Paano na? Then you're missing the opportunity. That's the reason why one of my very practical tip is you have to answer the call, especially if you don't know the person calling you. Okay? Sagutin niyo muna. Alamin niyo muna kung ano yung pakay ng tumatawag, sino yung tumatawag, 'di ba? At kung sakali lang scam 'yan or someone na tinataguan niyo, tsaka mo na diskartehan. Alam mo na, at least you know, 'di ba, na hindi naman siya valid call. So tsaka ikaw na bahala, 'di ba? Pero ang gusto ko lang i-point out, you don't want to miss the opportunity. 'Di ba? Kasi pag tumawag yung company sa inyo, baka mamaya hindi na sila bumalik sa inyo. Tumawag sila sa next applicant na. Okay? So answer the call, okay, especially if you don't know the person calling you, and if ever lang you're not picking up those calls because you're busy, you're doing something else, para sigurado, lagay mo lahat ng paraan na pwede kang makontak ng isang HR dito sa loob ng resume link nyo. Ano yung mga ibang paraan? Lagay mo dyan yung mga social media handles nyo. Facebook, di ba? Twitter, iba pang mga social media handles nyo, lagay mo dyan para mabilis makapag-private message. When we try to call you, you cannot be reached. Next thing we do normally is email you. But when we email you, hindi mo pa rin naman binubuksan yung email nyo kasi you don't open your email more often than you open your social media account, your messenger, di ba? So, ano gagawin mo? Di ba? Mas mabilis pag ikaw yung HR, may message ka na lang. Private message. Hi, are you available Thursday, 10 a.m., so on and so forth. You get what I'm saying, di ba? Mas mabilis mag-communicate. Okay? So, lagay mo dyan lahat ng paraan. Another thing that you do here in your resume link is that you choose the work options. Yung pinapakita ko sa screen right now on the left portion, yan yung mga iba-ibang work options na pwede mong pagpilian. Parang yes, no lang yan. Parang switch lang. Yes, no, switch kung ano yung gusto niyo. So example, willing to work night shift, willing to relocate, looking for OJT. Baka some of you are looking for OJT, then you say yes, diba? And then willing to work overseas. So depende yan, no? Yes or no. Ang gagawin ng system, itatry niya kayo i-match sa mga possible companies na naghahanap na kapareho ng profile nyo. O di ba? So I'm not saying na automatic may trabaho na kayo. I never said that. What I'm saying lang is it will make your life easier. Once you set this up properly, a lot of companies will be matched according to your profile, and then all you need to do na lang is to decide whether you want to entertain them or not. O di ba? Mas maayos, di ba? Hindi mo kailangan mag door to door para lang mag-submit ng mga resume links na sa mga companies. Okay? Now, another thing that you do here inside your resume link is that you have to fill in the blanks. Sabi ko nga, and this time, lagay mo yung school nyo. Obvious naman, anong school lalagay mo? Edi yung current school ninyo. Kung mayroon kayo ibang school other than your current school in PUP, kung mayroon kayo before or after your stay in PUP, you can also put it here. Wala tong limit sa space. Pagdating po sa seminars attended, ganun din. Wala pong limit sa space yan. Kahit magkopyahan pa kayo ng classmates mo, okay lang. Basta lang, make sure alam mo pinag-usapan sa seminar na yun. Baka mamaya matanong ka sa interview. Certification, ganun din. If you have a certification program, you also put it here. Na pagdating po sa achievement, isa lang po papaalala ko. Do not limit your achievement only inside the school. Hindi tayo lahat academically inclined. And I'm sure everyone who's listening right now would agree na hindi tayo lahat dito Dinslister. Hindi tayo lahat dito running for honors or running for mga Latin na honors later on. Magna cum laude, summa cum laude, di ba? Hindi naman tayo lahat ganoon eh. So, anong lalagay mo dyan? If you're active in school, example lang, yung mga social civic organization nyo sa school, yung mga student organization, di ba? Student council, iba pang mga org, lagay mo dyan. Outside the school, pwede rin. Di ba? Kung ano man pinagkakabalahan mo, ilagay mo dyan. Because remember, what you're doing here is you're trying to market yourself more effectively to the prospective company. Diba? Yan ang ginagawa mo eh. You're trying to market yourself more effectively to that HR. So you put everything that you think is an achievement for you. Diba? Kahit na walang connect sa pag-aaral, walang connect sa trabaho, halimbawa lang, isa kang kagawad, ilagay mo dyan. Diba? Kung ano man pinagkakabalahan mo, diba? Bantay bata, bantay matanda, lahat ng mga ginagawa mo, lagay mo dyan. Okay? Na pagdating po sa skills, sigurado ako marami kayong skills. The thing is, ito yung nangyayari eh. Kadalasan observation ko lang to, observation ng karamihan ng mga HR, you only put the skills that are relevant to your course. Example na lang, sabi nung kanina narinig ko, no? Most of the people here are from IT. Some of you are from communication and some of you are from science. So hindi naman porkat ikaw ay communication graduate, ang alam mo lang gawin ng mga skills mo pang communication. Hindi porkat science ang course mo, ang alam mo lang ng skills pang science. Maybe even if you are a science graduate, ang alam mong skill ay photography. Marunong ka sa videography, calligraphy, o diba, arts and crafts. Marunong ka sa mga multimedia, diba, sa graphic design. These are things that are not connected to your course, pero skills mo. So ano gusto ko i-point out? Huwag mong ilimit ang skills mo dyan lang sa course ninyo. Okay, lagay mo dyan lahat sa tingin mo, ang mga skills mo because you're marketing yourself more effectively to the company. Okay? Now, pagdating po sa languages, sigurado ako dalawa na alam yung language. Sure ako dalawa na. Okay, ano tong dalawang to? You know English and you know Filipino or Tagalog to be exact, no, local dialect Tagalog. Kung meron kayo ibang alam na local dialect sa Bacano, Bisaya, Kapampangan, Ilonggo, 'di ba? Hiligay noon. Lagay mo diyan. Wala naman limit sa space yan eh. Foreign languages ganoon din. Chinese, French, Vietnamese, Korean, put it there. Okay, walang limit sa space yan. Okay, na pagdating po sa references, sigurado ako yung mga references nilalagay nyo, kilala nyo, 'di ba? Ang tanong, kayo ba kilala nila? Oh, sana 'di ba kilala kayo ng mga nilalagay nyong references kasi most of the time, when we call your references to do some background checking, oftentimes hindi nila kayo maalala. Yung pinaka-worst dyan, hindi kayo kilala talaga, totally. No? So please advise your reference na ginawa silang reference para at least alam nila what to tell about you. Okay? Now at this point, alam kong alam nyo na to. Some of you already maybe reacting in your own way na, Sir Kim, alam ko na yan. Meron na akong resume. Nagawa ko na po sa Word file ko, sa PDF file ko, sa doc file, or whatever file that you have. Okay lang, edi good for you. Ito yung good news. Kung meron ka na nagawang resume na format, whatever format that is, ang good news ay, mas simple na ang buhay mo. Kasi ang gagawin mo na lang, you just have to transfer. Okay, transfer mo na lang, copy and paste na lang. All those information in whatever file you have, dito sa loob ng resume link. Okay, bakit mo siya ililipat sa resume link? Para maging secured ang data nyo. Okay, kung bakit magiging secured, I'll tell you as we go along. Okay, as we go along. Sabihin ko sa inyo. Okay, so now, moving forward. Ano yung mga things na wala sa traditional resumes natin? Ito yung mga amazing na portion na ipapakita ko sa inyo. Okay, let me start with the portfolio section. The portfolio section is where you now upload evidence of your skills. Example lang pag kayo graduate na later on, ano ebidensya na graduate na talaga kayo? Meron kayong, meron kayong diploma. Oo, tama. Ano pa? Meron kayong transcript. Oo, yung ba sa inyo humihirit, sir, meron akong toga, o meron akong grad pick. Hindi po yung ebidensya na graduate na kayo. Okay? O meron kayong certificate, yes, ebidensya yan. Anong ebidensya na pwede ka mag-drive ng sasakyan? Meron kang driver's license, 'di ba? Anong ebidensya na pwede ka pumunta sa ibang bansa? Meron kang passport, meron kang visa. O, anong ebidensya na wala kang criminal record? Meron kang NBI clearance or police clearance. O, 'di ba? So, you get what I'm saying. These are the things that you need to take a picture or scan, then upload it here sa loob ng portfolio ninyo para mabilis yung pag-process ng isang HR pag sinubmit mo yung resume link mo sa isang company. Okay. Now, some of you are wondering, may mga iba sa inyo medyo mas curious pa at medyo mas nakakatalino pa compare sa iba. Ano sasabihin ng iba sa inyo? Sir, kung pare-pareho kami naman graduate, pare-pareho kami magkakaklase, pare-pareho naman kami course, pareho yung school namin, pareho yung teachers namin, pareho yung curriculum namin, pareho yung OJT na pinuntahan namin, how will I stand out compared to my classmate, compared to my best friend, my barkada or my batchmate? O, di ba? Some of you are now wondering, paano nga ba? Ito yung share ko sa inyo. This is what you need to do para kayo ay mag-stand out. Okay? Number 1, gumawa kayo ng tinatawag na selfie video. O siguro naman, di ba? Pag sinabing selfie video, di ko kailangan turuan kung paano gumawa. Because most of you here, I think you're already doing your TikToks. Diba? Kung may TikTok na kayo, hindi ko na kailangan turuan paano gumawa ng selfie video. Napakabilis. Diba? Kumuha ka ng cellphone nyo, i-record mo sarili mo. But this time around, what you need to do is you answer basic questions that you think will be asked during the interview. Ano yung mga common questions sa interview? Tell me something about yourself. O, di ba? Ano pa yung iba? Why should we hire you? O, di ba? Why should we choose you among all the other PUPians? O, yan. And these are things that you have to answer. Record that in your video. Okay? Ang maganda ngayon is pwede ka magkamali. Kung nagkamali ka, sa tingin mo hindi maganda yung video mo, edi delete mo. Diba? Hanggang sa ma-perfect mo yan and then you save it. Then you upload it sa YouTube or sa ibang mga video channel, video converter. Then you put it here sa portfolio section nyo. O, diba? Now, to give an idea lang, let me play this video. This is a very short video. It's like 30 seconds lang. Para may idea kayo, ano yung sinasabi kong selfie video. Okay? Listen to her.
Good day. I'm Kathleen Anes Pangilinan, 19 years old from Pasig City, and currently taking BSID with specialization in web and mobile application at FEU Institute of Technology. You should hire me so I can obtain an entry-level position in the field of information technology, where I can utilize my knowledge and skills in the field that I am in. I am passionate, hardworking, and most of all, optimistic. To know more about me, you can visit my resume link, kathleenanpangilinan.jobs180.com. Thank you.
O, di ba? Simple-simple lang. You saw the video. The video, to be exact, is only 36 seconds. Yan na yung exact video length niya. Pero yung 36 seconds na yan, very efficient. Bakit? I'm speaking also as an HR. Okay? As an HR, we want to evaluate yung communication skills ng aplikante. By the way, when I say communication skills, I encourage you to speak in English. Pero hindi ko sinabing gumawa ng English video. Kung hindi ka komportable magsalita sa English, then kung saan ka man komportable, that's what you need to do. Now, I'm just saying lang, 70% of the time, 70-80% of the time, the HR will call you because they want to evaluate your communication skills. So this is a very efficient way to do it. They don't have to wait until you're available. Sometimes yung signal mahina, hindi kayo magkaintindihan. Sometimes kausap ka pero maingay yung background. Diba? Maraming mga ganung factors eh. Unlike watching a selfie video, gets na kagad ng HR kung pasado or hindi sa standards nila. O, diba? Oh, another thing pa that you can do in your selfie video, hindi lang to pang soft skills, hindi lang to pang communication skills. You can also highlight here yung mga hard skills nyo. Ano yung mga hard skills? May mga nakita kong mga video before napanood ko, how to fold table napkins. O yung mga taga-HRM, no? May nakita ko doon, how to do skirting, how to do flaring, how to properly handle a welding machine. Diba? How to use a soldering iron. O yan, sa mga nasa IT sa inyo, diba? Gumagamit ng... May nakita pa ako taga-IT, ito. How to set up a computer, basically, nag-set up siya ng hardware. Hardware tuloy ng CPU, sinet up niya. Although on a fast forward version lang, ginawa niya, pinakita niya into a 1-minute video. O diba? How to clean computer viruses. O yan. These are things that I'm telling you lang, just to give an idea on what you can do with your selfie video. Pero, maniwala sa akin, yan yung isang bagay na pag nakita ng HR, okay, it will make you stand out among all the other applicants na. Okay, another thing that I'm sure na hindi mo kokopyahin sa classmate mo at hindi rin kokopyahin ng classmate mo sa'yo ay ang profile picture ninyo. Okay, sigurado ako, hindi ako kopyahin. Okay, so anong mangyayari? Sa profile picture, wag kayo gumastos na. Okay, I discourage you to go to those photo studio, yung mga ganun. Wag kayong maggumastos. Hindi na kailangan. Ang importante lang, magbihis kayo ng maayos. Of course, no, you dress appropriately. And then you look at the camera. Plain background, you're good to go. Okay, wag kayo magalagin mo profile picture na kagaya ng mga sa right side ng screen niyo. Yung mga nasa right side na sample ko, yan, wag nyo gagayahin yan. Okay, they don't look professional. Okay? Now, another good thing pa with the resume link is that meron tayong tinatawag na cover photo. Diba? A picture paints 1,000 words. Yan ang kasabihan. Now, marami sa mga nakikinig ngayon, pasintabi lang ulit no, sa matatamaan, hindi tayo gifted with writing skills. If you're good with writing skills, then by all means, you do your cover letter. Diba? Nagsusulat tayo. Pero marami sa atin dito, hindi naman talaga magaling magsulat, mag-express with words. Yung iba nga, hindi makompose yung sentence, hindi mo alam paano mo sisimulan because hindi talaga tayo sanay. Now, when it comes to cover photo, yan yung magandang solution para sa mga ganong klase. Anong gagawin mo? You now put your pictures there to show your personality. Now, look at the examples I'm showing you. Look at the one on the left. Ano kaya siya? Some of you would say, sir, para siyang ophthalmologist. Sabi ni iba, optometrist. Sabi ni iba, sir, mukha siyang eye expert. O, diba? Yung mga pilosopo siguro sinasabi, sir, baka siya yung pasyente. O, diba? Depende kung paano mo ipapakita or i-highlight yung cover photo nyo. Okay? The one on the right side, ano kaya siya? Sabi ni iba, sir, parang clerical administrative work. O, diba? Or someone who is techie. Kasi narami niyang gadget. Meron siyang mga stapler, meron siyang mga mechanical pencil. O yan, lahat yan gadget niya. Diba? Again, it depends on the interpretation of the person looking at the picture. I have another good example here. Etong person na to is someone from psychology or someone from neurologists or just someone who knows left and right. O ganun lang kasimple. O, diba? Now, another example pa, ito pa, magandang example to. Hindi po ito miyembro na Akit Bahay Gang. Okay? Hindi rin po siya social climber. Just in case lang you are thinking na siya ay isang social climber, hindi po. Ang gusto niya sabihin dyan, there is no shortcut to success. You'll be able to reach your goal by taking one step at a time. Kaya nga yan ang pinakita niya. If you can read the first line, it says there, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with one step. Oh, di ba? So I'm giving you these examples para you're guided. You can draw your inspiration on what to do with your cover photo. Now, when I showed you good examples, I'll also show you not so good examples. Ito yung mga wag nyong gagayahin. Okay? Wag nyo tong gagayahin. Wag kayong magpapaka-misteryoso. Okay, ilagay mo yung picture mo dyan. Lalaki man, babae, in between, okay lang. Lagay mo yung picture mo dyan. Huwag yung pugot yung picture. Okay, bakit? Marami pong times yung mga pangalan natin interchangeable. Ako mismo, guilty ako dyan. My name is Kim. A lot of people think babae ako. I also encountered resume links na hindi ko rin alam ano ba pangalan, lalaki, babae. I encountered mga names like Sam, Nick, Alex, George, Joey. O diba? Recently, yung mga yun, mga pangalan yun, I would assume lalaki, yung pala babae. And just recently lang, last week, meron ako na interview aplikante, nakalagay sa kanya, Rich. So I was thinking babae, yung pala lalaki. O diba? So, you get what I'm saying, no? So, lagay mo dyan picture nyo, lalaki mo babae in between, para at least alam ng HR what to expect. Okay? Okay, now ano pa? Pag kayo gumawa ng cover photo, wag pong blanco. Kasi pag blanco ang laman yan, it will not catch the HR's attention. Obvious naman, di ba? Kung kayo yung HR, kayo na lang magsabi, will you still be interested with this person? Probably hindi na. Di ba? Now, if you want to catch the attention of the HR, do not do something like this. Okay? This is just my opinion. Opinion ko lang to. I think hindi ito maganda. Hindi to, it doesn't, it doesn't really look professional. Kasi dating parang tamad, parang happy-go-lucky. No? Parang may pagka-emo tong aplikanteng to or siguro chill-chill lang, no? Walang pakialam sa buhay. At least that is just my interpretation. Okay? Disclaimer ko lang yan. That's just my opinion. Okay? So, I showed you the good and not so good examples para you'll be guided and you know what to do. Now, this is a very good example like what I mentioned earlier, si iExpert, because kompleto lahat ng detalye niya. Tingnan mo. Look at the things that the HR would need to know. Everything is already here. Even yung mga ebidensya na siya isang licensed ophthalmologist, nilagay na rin niya dyan. Bakit ko to sinasabi sa inyo? Bakit ko to ine-emphasize? Okay? Sabi ko nga, di ba, wag na tayo magpatagal sa proseso. Hanggat maaari, kumbaga sa parang ano yun parang pag nag-a-apply ka sa kumpanya, you only get that one chance. Okay? So when you get that one chance for the HR to see your profile, you want that HR to see everything na mukhang okay na para you can proceed to the next step. Either you go for the job interview, second job interview na, or perhaps job offer na. O di ba? Yan ang gusto natin. Hindi yung parang aantayin mo pa. Antayin ko na lang pag hiningi sa akin yung transcript. Antayin ko na lang pag hiningi sa akin kung ano pa yung mga kailangan sa akin. Paano kung yung HR hindi nga ganun tao? Paano kung yung proseso nila will not allow them to do like extend 2-3 more days, di ba? Just to wait for your documents. Diba? Wag natin patagalin. Put everything that you want to show dun sa HR that's about you because you want to market yourself effectively, put it there and for the HR to see and let them decide. Diba? And then of course, you pray on your end na sana, nakita to ng HR, mag-proceed ka na sa next step. Now, at this point, alam ko iniisip nyo. Ayan, yung mga iba siya nag-react na ngayon. Alam ko yan, nakikita ko kayo, kahit hindi ko kayo nakita ngayon sa screen, nararamdaman ko kayo. Some of you are wondering, Sir Kim, pag ginawa ko ba yung resume link, pag nilagay ko ba yung mga information ko dyan, yung mga details ko ba nakakalat na sa buong mundo? Baka naman yung mga details ko o yung mga information ko nakalantad na sa buong internet. The answer is, no! Kaya nga to dinob as the most secured resume platform, 'di ba? Kaya nga siya tinawag na the most secured resume online for your online application, 'di ba? Bakit? Kasi kontrolado mo ang privacy settings mo. And I'll show you how you do this, okay? When you go to your dashboard, just follow the screen I'm showing you. When you log in, meron doon settings. Doon sa settings na 'yon, punta ka sa privacy settings. Under the privacy settings, you can choose the information that you want to show or hide in public. So let me use an example lang para lahat tayo maka-relate, no? If you don't want to show your birthday, what do? You turn it off. Okay? You don't want to show your address, what do? Turn it off. You don't want to show your references, what do? Turn it off. O, di ba? At ang maganda dito real-time update yan. Ibig sabihin, if 2 minutes later, you decide to show your birthday kasi isip mo, baka batiin ako pag birthday ko na. Nabawa lang. You turn on the birthday, save the profile, lahat na binigyan mo ng resume link will be updated na with your birthday. Makita na nila birthday mo. If 5 days later, you decide to show your address, maybe you would think, siguro pag nakita ng HR yung address ng bahay ko, makonsider niya ako kasi yung kumpanyang ina-applyan ko malapit lang dun sa bahay namin. Diba? Halimbawa lang, no? So you turn on the address and then you save your profile. What happens next? Lahat po ng binigyan mo ng resume link mo, makita na nila ang address mo because you save your profile that way. You get what I'm saying? Dagdag bawas, kayo bahala. Real-time update yan. Okay? Oh, ayos? Ayos pa? O tuloy pa natin. Okay, so recap na lang sa mga late dumating, sa mga kaka-join lang. Nandun na po kami sa last step right now. Meron tayong 3 steps, no? Yung first step is for you to register. This is absolutely for free. Wala po itong bayad, libre po 'yan. Yung pangalawang step, ang pinaka-logical, you have to complete all the information, and in doing so, please make your profile interesting and attractive. So because you want to catch the HR's attention. Yan ang una mo objective. You want to catch their attention, and then when their attention is there, you want them to see your information na. So you have to complete all the details. Okay? And make sure din, yung details na nilagay mo dyan, updated, lalo na yung contact details nyo para mabilis kayo makontak ng mga HR. And the last step, ito na yung pangatlo. The last step is for you to submit your resume link. Sooner or later, you will be exploring for opportunities. If you're still in school right now, you might be going through OJTs or tinatawag natin mga online job fair. Diba? Marami, no? May mga virtual career fair, meron tayong physical job fair, face-to-face. Marami yan. Later on, babalik din tayo naman sa face-to-face. I hope, no? Sooner or later, babalik tayo dyan. So how will you use that resume link? You're now thinking, paano ko ito gagamitin? O, papakita ko sa inyo lahat ng mga practical option. Lahat ito makaka-relate kayo. Okay, ano itong mga to? Una sa lahat, magbigay-pugay muna tayo sa ating alma mater. Balik muna tayo sa schools.jobs180.com/PUP. Okay? By the way, this is the last time I'm showing this screen. So you either take this, write this down, take a picture, or make a screenshot just so that you don't forget the link. Okay? Go to this link, and what you do, you explore for companies. Marami sa mga companies na makita nyo dito are industry partner of your school. Okay, so you can already explore and submit your resume link to them. Now, in case lang nabitin ka sa page na ito, pwede ka rin pumunta sa website ni jobs180.com. Punta ka sa www.jobs180.com at dito kayo ngayon maghanap ng mga companies. You will see there a search bar. Okay, nakita mo dyan, pinapakita ko sa screen right now. You see there a search bar. Papaalala ko lang, ang resume link po ninyo, okay, resume link natin, hindi yan searchable. Okay? If I go to say social media sites, example na lang, no, shout out to Facebook. If I go to Facebook and I type there Jasmine, no, example na lang, shout out ulit kay Ma'am Jasmine. Halimbawa lang, tinype ko Jasmine sa Facebook, I might end up with a few thousand Jasmine or probably a few 100,000 Jasmine. Okay? If I go to jobs180.com, may search bar. Pero ang pwede lang niya i-search, 3 lang ang pwede niya ma-search. Company name, position title, location. So unless merong word na Jasmine doon sa company name or position title or location, may lalabas. Pero kung wala po, walang lalabas dyan. Okay? And definitely, hindi lalabas ang resume link ni Jasmine. Okay? Kasi hindi searchable ang resume links dito sa jobs180.com. Okay? So I hope that alone is something that makes you think na, no? Some of you are wondering, sir, kung hindi po searchable ang information ko, paano ko malalaman yung mga details ng mga aplikante? If you're the HR, okay, you're thinking now, paano ko malalaman yung information ng mga aplikante? And if you're the applicant naman, paano malalaman ng kumpanya yung information ko? Diba? Isa lang po ang solution dyan. Kailangan yung aplikante, ibigay niya yung eksaktong resume link niya doon sa company. Yun lang po ang sagot dyan. If the applicant will not be giving the exact resume link to the HR, then the only way for the HR to know your information is to do a trial and error. Lahat ng possible combination ng Jasmine, Jane, Kamat, lahat susubukan niya, 'di ba? And I don't think the HR will do that. I'm speaking as an HR myself. Okay, hindi ko rin naman hindi ganoon karami yung oras ko para hanapin yung exact profile, exact resume link ng aplikanteng yun. Kung ayaw ng aplikante mag-apply sa amin, edi malamang hindi ko naman talaga ipa-process, 'di ba? Kung gusto mag-apply, we welcome you. Pero pag hindi gusto mag-apply, huwag natin pilitin. O, 'di ba? Okay, so balik tayo dito sa one way of checking your possible options is or apply for companies is to search for companies. You can type there the company name that you're looking for. Pag may lumabas, edi meron. Pag walang lumabas, edi wala. 'Di ba? Ganun lang 'yan. Huwag natin pilitin lumabas yung something na wala. 'Di ba? Maybe wala pa sila sa Jobs on 80 na page. O, 'di ba? Pwedeng ganun. Now, you see there a lot of companies as well. You see their logo, you see their banners. Depende, no? Kung anong mga type ng kumpanya, pwede mo naman subukan at explore. Tingnan nyo muna yung mga opportunities and then research. Tapos kung gusto nyo talaga, you submit your resume link to them. Okay, now, isang paalala ko na sa mga nakikinig, why I recommend you using the resume link compared to any other types of platform. Bakit? Ito yung isang practical na application. Okay, bakit? Ito yan. Pag may nakita kang kumpanya, may nakita kang position na gusto mo applyan, pero hindi ka qualified. Okay, example na lang, let me use an example. You see a company, for whatever reason, you see there nakalagay, we are looking for someone with at least 5 years of experience. 5 years. And obvious right now, wala ka pang 5 years experience. Maybe you still need a few more years, or maybe you're still in school. So obviously, wala ka talagang 5 years of experience. Ang tanong, mag-a-apply ka ba? Magsasubmit ka ba ng resume link sa kumpanyang yon? Ang sagot ko dyan, yes. Give your resume link to that company today. Give that resume link today. Kahit na obvious hindi ka pa qualified. Bakit? Okay, moving forward, okay, while you are updating your information, you never know. That company might have other opportunities that will match your profile and they'll contact you. That's one. Okay? Pangalawa, sa mga nag-react, mamaya na po tayo muna mag-react sa mic. Paki-mute muna. Okay? Para hindi ma-distract yung ibang nakikinig. Okay? Now, number 2 naman, option is, later on, as you reach 5 years later, if you start to work today, if you start to work this year, my assumption is meron ka ng 5 years experience. So when that happens, what will happen? Diba? Pwede ka na mag-qualify dun sa position na ina-applyan mo. O, diba? So yan yung maganda dito sa resume link. You can update it real time, even if you're not yet qualified, submit mo dun sa company. Ayan. Another option pa is you send through email. Shout out ako sa mga nakikinig ngayon. Alam ko na invite din dito po si Concentrix, Sir JP might be here, and Terra System, I think si Ma'am Risa is also here. So again, shout out lang. I'm not sure because I can see I don't have the list here. Pero shout out lang ako sa inyo, mga friendships natin diyan. So halimbawa lang mag-a-apply kayo sa Terra System. Halimbawa lang mag-apply kayo sa Terra System. Ano gagawin nyo? You'll write your email. For those who wants to send resumes through email, what do? You write there in your email saying, "Dear HR manager," example lang, "I'd like to apply for the following position and this is my resume. What do you do next?" Normally or typically or traditionally, what you do is you attach your Word file, PDF file, or whatever file you have. That's how we normally do it traditionally. Okay? Ako, nire-recommend ko, wag mo na gawin yon. Okay? Bakit wag ka na mag-attach? Yun lang sinasabi ko, you write the email pa rin. Pero wag ka na mag-attach ng any document sa email mo. Kasi, when you do that, ang tawag dyan, traditional, pampabagal, makaluma. Hindi ko sinabing mali. Ang sabi ko lang, traditional, pampabagal, makaluma. Okay? You don't need to attach anything anymore dun sa email mo. Instead, you write the same email pa rin. If you want to send to Concentrix example, you want to send to Terra System, you write the same email. "Dear HR manager, I'd like to apply for the following position and this is my resume." Just type in your resume link. Example na lang, that what I'm showing you, Antonio Juan de la Cruz, jobs180.com. I hope to hear from you soon. Thank you. Send. Tapos na. Ganun lang kabilis. Walang attachment. Diba? Bakit? Ito yung practical application yan. If you have any changes later on, let's say you change your number from prepaid, you now become postpaid. Okay? Or, wag naman tayo magmura dito sa channel na to. Ayan. Sa mga naka-unmute, reminder lang, paki-mute muna bago kayo magmura. Okay? Hindi, biro lang. Okay, so balik tayo dito. So ano gagawin natin? Pagka magsisend kayo, 'di ba? Sabi ko nga pag nagbago kayo ng number, dati prepaid, ngayon postpaid na, nag-away kayo ng boyfriend mo or girlfriend mo, maybe you change your number, okay? From prepaid to another prepaid. Okay? Or whatever details, nagkaroon ka na award sa school, gusto mo i-update yung information mo. Ano gagawin mo? Syempre kailangan mo sabihan yung HR, 'di ba? Kailangan mo ibigay yung updated details mo para makontak ka niya. Okay? So how will you do it? If you're doing it traditionally, then you have to send another set of email by saying, "Dear HR manager, I'm sending you my updated resume." Diba? Ganun na mangyayari. Tapos i-attach mo na naman yung updated file mo. Tapos later on, nagpalit ka na naman ng address or maybe you move to a different career. You want to inform the HR na sinabmitan mo. Then you have to send another set of attachment na naman. Ano gagawin mo? "Dear HR manager, I'm sending you my updated most recent resume." Diba? Hindi ba nakakapagod yan sa part nyo? Hindi lang naman sa part nyo nakakapagod. Pati rin sa part namin, mga HR, nakakapagod to keep track which one yung pinaka-updated mong profile. Now this time, hindi mo na kailangan pahirapan yung buhay mo tsaka buhay ng HR. Ang gagawin mo na lang, just update your resume link. Whatever information you need to change, to add, to edit, you just do it there inside the resume link and the link doesn't change. So if you want to send another message to the HR, just simply say, "Dear HR manager, I have updated my resume link. Yun lang. I have updated my profile. I have updated my my mobile number, my contact details, 'di ba? My other achievement, example lang. But the link doesn't change. 'Di ba? And it will not take a very long time for the HR to open your attachment. Kasi minsan iba mabigat pa yung file pag binuksan natin. Alam niyo may experience, 'di ba? Pag nag-open ng mga attachment, minsan may virus pa. Minsan matagal pa mag-open. And this time hindi mo kailangang problemahin because the person who can open the email is online. Obvious naman, 'di ba? Naka-online yung magbubukas ng email, kiklik lang niya yung link. Pag-click niya ng link, click. Ano mangyari? It gets redirected now to your resume link. And whatever information you're seeing there is controlled by the user. Ikaw ang may control kung anong gusto mo pakita doon sa HR. Ayos? O, di ba? Nakaka-gets na tayo, di ba? Kung bakit ko nga ni-encourage kayo gamitin itong resume link kasi it's very practical. Okay? Hindi lang very practical, very secured pa. Now, for those who are wondering, Sir Kim, pwede ba ako mag-print ng resume link ko? Kasi gusto ko hard copy. Gusto ko ilako, no? Pa isa-isang kumpanya, ibibigay ko naka-brown envelope yung aking resume. By all means, pwede naman. No? Hindi naman kami galit sa papel. Pero sinasabi ko lang, sayang yung pera pag nagpiprint pa ng resume. Pero ang sagot yan, pwede. You can print your resume link. No matter how much information you have, the system will try to compress everything into one page. Whether one column yan or two column version. No? Depende yan kung gaano karami sinusulat nyo. It will try to compress everything into one page. So may ginhawa sa buhay, di ba? Kung kayo magpiprint, at least one page na lang. Just in case you really want to have a hard copy. Pero ako, I discourage you na to print those resume link na hard copy na malalaki, yung mga long band or short band paper. Okay? Instead, ito recommend ko. If you really want to print your resume, you want to have a hard copy and submit to the companies, ano gawin mo? Ito yung gawin mo. Gumawa ka na tinatawag na resume link card. Kung parang nga sa mga nagtatrabaho na tawag namin business card. Sa inyong mga nag-aaral pa or nag-a-apply pa lang, ang tawag dyan, resume link card. Card lang. How do you do that? In one small bond paper or long bond paper, you can design it your own way. Ikaw bahala mag-design kung gaano karami or kaliit or kalaki yung design ng resume link mo. Then you print it out. Now, as you print it out, you can cut them with the size of a card or a business card. Maliit na lang. Kagaya nakita mo sa picture na pinapakita ko. Diba? And that is your hard copy. So when you go to the company, face-to-face, you want to give your hard copy, pag mo, pwede ba mag-apply? Ang sabi ni HR, do you have your resume? Ma'am, meron po. Bigay mo yung resume link card mo sa kanya. Ma'am, yan na po ang resume ko. What's inside that piece of paper? Obvious naman, lagay mo dyan yung resume link mo. Diba? Yan ang importante. Other details like your name could be also be could be written there. If you want yung ibang contact details mo, pwede rin. Pero ako, I discourage you to do that. Okay? Bakit? Sabihin ko sa inyo kung bakit. Ito para lang ma-compare ninyo. Let's do a practical application. Sa lahat nakikinig, okay? Para lang may practical application. Kung kayo ay nag-submit ng short bond or long bond paper sa mga companies na ina-applyan nyo, for whatever reason, nilipad ng hangin. Okay? Hindi mo kasalanan yun, no? Hindi ko rin kasalanan. Kasalanan to ng hangin. Nilipad yung papel mo. May nakapulot. Yung nakapulot stranger. Hindi natin kilala. Napulot niya yung short bond paper mo, long bond paper mo, alam na niya buong detalye mo. Alam na niya. And you cannot deny it because everything that you put in that resume is in that long bond or short bond paper. Diba? Now, let's compare it to your resume link card. Maliit na papel. Okay? Hard copy pa rin naman hard copy. No? Binigay mo sa kumpanya. Nilipad ng hangin. For whatever reason, again, kasalanan ng hangin. Okay? Nilipad yung resume link card. May nakapulot. Si stranger napulot yung resume link card mo. Ano makita niya? Makita niya doon, resume link mo. Okay? Sino may control ng information? Ikaw may control. So, meron kang peace of mind, panatag ang loob mo, na kahit nalipa rin pa yung resume link card na binigay mo, okay lang. You are able to keep your privacy settings. You are able to keep your information secured. O, di ba? Okay? Now, sa mga iba sa'yo nag-iisip, Sir, mabubuksan ba ito ng mga HR? Pag binigay ko yung resume link ko sa kumpanya, mabubuksan ba nila ito? I think ang answer dyan is yes. Because companies we're applying to right now, na online naman sila Di ba? Meron na sila internet. So they just have to simply type it in the browser, Google Chrome, Firefox, Android, Safari, whatever they're using. No? Even if they're using their laptop, their gadget, their cell phone, they'll be able to see your information. Di ba? Ayos? So tulipan natin. Hey, ayan. Now, most of the applicants right now, I encourage you to use technology. Use technology to your advantage. Based on my experience during the pandemic, and I mean, until now, nasa pandemic pa rin naman tayo, no? napansin ko mga 95% ng mga aplikante, puro puro online na ginagamit. Bihira na yung submit ng papel, bihira na. Okay? So, gamitin na natin technology to our advantage. Now, huwag niyo akong gawin dahilan para sa mga parents niyo para magpabili ng pinaka-latest yung cellphone. Baka sabihin niyo, "Mami, Daddy, sabi ng speaker namin si Sir Kim, kailangan na meron akong latest gadget, 'di ba?" Hindi ko sinabing ganoon. Sabi ko lang kung meron, take advantage of the technology. Okay, kung wala, manghiram sa kaibigan. Okay, borrow your friend's mobile phone or laptop or gadget, create your resume link, and once you're done, you can use your resume link in whatever way you want to share it to. Gusto mo ng mano-mano sharing, pwede rin. Diba? Parang contact tracing lang yan. Kita mo yung pinapakita ko sa picture. Pag pumunta ka sa isang kumpanya na humingi ng information sa kanyang registration form, you can opt to write only your name and your resume link. That's it. Nakalagay doon minsan, di ba, mahaba. Phone number, email, address, nakalagay pa postal code, height, weight, course, ang dami. This time, you don't need to write all those information. Just write there your name and your resume link. And tell the HR politely na yan na po lahat ng information na kailangan niya, na dyan na po sa loob ng resume link ninyo. Okay? Ba't ko sinabi yan? Because if you start writing those information there on the registration forms, wala ka rin control eh. Pag may nilipad ng hangin yan, or kung may nagpicture niyan, halimbawa lang, may dumaan lang, pinicturean lang yung buong registration form, tapos na. Alam na niya buong details mo. Diba? So I'm just telling you all these options. Okay, I'm not saying that people are doing it. I'm just saying that there are instances where information, diba, should be protected. And this is how you protect your information. Okay? So going back to the checklist. Ba't ko sinabi? No, recap na lang. No, bakit natin sinabi ito ang pinaka-right tool for you? Ba't ko nirekomenda ang resume link for you to use? Kasi po ito yung checklist ko. Number 1, yung privacy settings mo, ikaw may control, 100%. You choose the information you want to show or hide in public. Pangalawa, speed of hire becomes faster, it becomes more efficient because whatever you need to show the HR, whatever the HR needs from you, you can easily attach it there sa loob ng resume link or sa portfolio section ninyo. Okay? Flexibility is in the sense that if you want to print out your resume link, pwede mo siya i-print out for your hard copy, just in case you really want to have a hard copy. Okay? And I recommend use the resume link card. Yung card na lang para mas secured ang data mo. Okay? Lastly, cost efficiency. Obviously, tipid ito, 'di ba? Kasi kahit saan mo tignan, wala naman tong bayad eh. At sa mga piloso po sa inyo na nagsasabi, "Sir, may bayad po ang data. Kailangan po namin ng internet." I agree. So you can be resourceful. Okay? Maybe you can connect from the free wifi or maybe sa kapitbahay nyo, makikonnect ka muna, tapos later, pag may trabaho ka na, bayaran mo yung internet nila. O, di ba? Ganun lang yan. No? Give and take lang tayo. So, the resume can be shared in whatever platform. You want to share it sa text, sa Viber, Messenger, sa email, ikaw bahala, ikaw may control. Sino bibigyan mo ng resume link mo? You don't need to save it sa mga USB or hard drive. Baka mawala pa yan. And please, I discourage you to use your USB. Huwag mo na gamitin yung USB nyo sa mga public computers. Pag sinaksak mo yan, may mga scenario where those hardware, may naka-install na program kung saan pag sinaksak mo yung USB mo, lahat ng details ng USB mo captured na nung pinagsaksakan mo ng hardware. So, again, I'm not saying everyone's doing it. I'm just saying may mga scenario na ganun. So I just want you to protect your information and I'm sharing that detail sa inyo. Okay? So wala rin tong compatibility issue. Kahit ano man gamit mo, iOS yan, Android, ano man version, lahat yan compatible. Okay? So shout out lang ako sa lahat ng school partners natin. By the grace of God, meron na po kami more than 400 plus colleges and university partners nationwide, including your alma mater. That's why we want to thank the people who are organizing this event, sila Ma'am Jane Pulma, sila Engineer Flor Oquindo, at sa lahat po ng bumubuo ng programa na ito, maraming salamat po for allowing us to educate PUPians about this tool. And it doesn't stop here. Kayong mga nakikinig ngayon, you don't stop from your end. You also share this to your friends or to your classmates or to whoever, no, mga kaibigan nyo, kamag-anak nyo, that you think would be able to make good use of this tool. Okay? Be a blessing to others. Share it to them. Okay? Now, to wrap up na, frequently asked questions. Kadalasan kasi mga estudyante, minsan nahihiya magtanong. So, ito yung mga questions nila. Sasagutin ko na para lang, in case ito yung questions nyo, maliwanagan na. Okay? Unang tanong, pwede ko bang gamitin ng resume link sa mga kumpanya na hindi naman kilala yung jobs180.com? The answer is absolutely yes. Basta alam nila eksaktong link mo. And the link should come from you. Okay, ikaw lang magbibigay nun, ikaw lang magbibigay. So if you give it to them, then they'll be able to see your profile. Depende sa privacy settings mo. Second question, is it the same as other job platform, job site like JobStreet, LinkedIn, More Than Jobs, or any other job platform? The answer is no. May dalawang pagkakaiba. Ano tong dalawang pagkakaiba? So para lang makarelate ang mga audience, let me use a sample. Shout out to JobStreet, okay? Shout out lang to them muna. So if you're using JobStreet na resume, pwede mo lang yan gamitin sa mga kumpanya na gumagamit din ng JobStreet. If you're applying to a company who is not using JobStreet, you cannot use your JobStreet resume anymore. With your resume link, pwede mo to gamitin kahit saan, kaninong company, kahit sa anong platform, kahit na sa ibang bansa, pwede mo gamitin ang resume link mo. For as long as alam nila eksaktong link mo at sa'yo manggagaling yon. Okay? Pangalawang difference, if you're using JobStreet, if you have already submitted your JobStreet resume to a company, at least from my understanding, within 30 days, wala kang pwedeng baguhin. Lahat ng details mo nandun na sa HR, touch move na yan. Okay, so the only time you can edit your information is after 30 days pa. Using resume link, pwede mo to i-update anytime, real time. Kung nagkamali ka, gusto mo dagdag bawas, gusto mo kung ano mang gawin sa information mo, real time update siya. Okay? So those are the two major differences. The third question, pwede ko bang i-keep yung information ko securely? I think this is the easiest question. I hope ang answer nyo ay yes. No? I spent much time to try to convince you and try to explain to you. Ito po ang pinaka-secured na resume platform right now na available. So use the resume link, okay, para i-protect ang information nyo. Now, the number 4 question is, I think, the most important question. How often should you update your resume link? Ang sagot dyan ay every time na meron kayong babaguhin, lalo na ang contact details nyo. Kasi kahit lahat ng mga awards mo nilagay mo dyan, lahat ng mga achievement mo, binago mo, pag hindi ka makontak ng HR, wala ring kwenta. Diba? Sayang din. So better make sure na kukontak kayo ng mga HR. Okay? And the last question is just a trivia. Trivia lang po yan. Palaisipan. Bakit siya tinawag na jobs180.com? Kaya siya tinawag na jobs180.com kasi we want to turn your life around 180 degrees. Hindi siya 360 degrees as some of you are already reacting. Diba? Bakit hindi 360? Kasi babalik ka lang kung saan ka galing. Iikot ka lang ng iikot. So you'll never go to where your direction is. Yung direction. Walang direction yun. Ikot ka lang ikot. Diba? So you go to a straight line towards your career goal. And that is 180 degrees. Char-char lang yan. Okay, so kung may tanong pa kayo, nahiya magtanong, later on, baka may open forum lang. Just send your questions there. That's just in case lang you want to send your questions. Dito po, pwede rin sa info@jobs180.com. You can like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter and Instagram, pati rin po sa TikTok. Okay? Yan ang balita sa akin ng marketing namin. Meron na rin daw kaming TikTok. So I don't know kung ano laman nun, pero check us out. Okay? Now, the next segment is a very quick segment lang. Give me about 10 minutes lang to do this. This is to share about the interview tips. Ito yung mga kalokohan ng mga aplikante at kalokohan ng mga HR. In case you are already in the stage of your life na kayo ay mag-expert ng mga trabaho, share ko sa inyo yung mga kalokohan na huwag nyo gagawin at kung sakaling na-encounter nyo, alam nyo na ang gagawin nyo. Okay? Ito yung mga yan. Una muna, okay? Hindi lang to pang virtual, pati pang face-to-face din. Applicable yan on both. Okay? So the first one is you have to do your research. It's okay to apply to as many companies as you want to. Kahit gaano karami, no? Sabi nga ng iba, lakas tira, lakas tsamba. Yan ang nangyayari, parang billiard lang. Sa pag-apply ng trabaho, pwede mo rin i-apply yung lakas tira, lakas tsamba because the more entries you submit, the more chances of winning. So, ganun din yan. No? The more companies you apply to, of course, the higher the chances that you be interviewed and be entertained for the next step. However, ito yung gusto ko paalala. Do your research first. Huwag apply na hindi nalalaman yung ina-applyan nyo. Kasi may mga company, isang tanong lang, booking na at nagkakaalaman na talaga kung kayo ay ready or hindi dun sa position na yon. Ano yung tanong na yon? What do you know about the company? If the company asks you that question and you cannot answer that simple question, tapos na ang boxing, tapos na ang laban. Okay, knock out ka na because you didn't even do your research. So please do your research. Okay? Alamin nyo ano yung pinapasukan nyo, ano yung trabaho na ina-applyan nyo. Okay, next. Whether face-to-face yan or virtual, these are the things that you have to take note of. I will not go through one by one. You can read them naman or you can write this down. Kayo na bahala. Okay? Now, gusto ko lang emphasize, kailangan alam ninyo yung kampanyang pupuntahan nyo. Okay? Or tatawagan nyo or later on i-set up nyo for virtual setting. Okay? Kasi mamaya, you might mistaken one company to the other company. Okay? Just recently lang, let me just do this as an example lang. No? Shout out lang ako. Nalaman ko may dalawang Shangri-La. Nalaman ko may dalawang Cognizant. The other one is letter K, the other one is letter C. So these are things that, again, I'm not trying to promote them. I'm just saying lang na may mga ganong scenario. Please find out, okay, about that company. And then if you're using virtual setting, You have to know anong klaseng program yung gagamitin, anong platform. Are we using Zoom, Google Meet, 'di ba? Are we using Skype, FaceTime, 'di ba? Hindi mo alam eh. Alamin natin, 'di ba? Kung ano 'yan, Webex ba 'to, MS Teams. You have to know because there are a lot of platforms out there. And hindi lang 'yon. You have to test. Test it first, 'di ba? Kung nag-work pa yung gadget nyo. Now, speaking of gadget, your gadget should be as prepared as you are. Okay? Hindi lang ikaw ang prepared dito, dapat pati gadget mo prepared din. Ano yung mga kailangan prepare sa gadget mo? Aside from meron siyang kuryente, no, may baterya, kaya importante po may baterya kasi mamaya nandun ka sa job offer portion, biglang naputulan or nawalan ng kuryente, sayang naman, 'di ba? So you have to make sure kargado ng kuryente 'yan. Now you also need to have a good internet connection. Now in the Philippines, wala tayong magagawa. Ito na talaga ang buhay natin, no? Ang internet bulok. Okay? So shout out din ako sa lahat ng internet provider. Hindi ko alam kung saan may malakas ang internet, pero in my experience, kahit saan ako mapunta, mahina talaga yung internet. Okay? So ano gagawin natin? Kung saan ka man ngayon na naroon sa bahay nyo, find the strongest signal for your internet connection. If you're doing a virtual interview, kung sa bubong yan, umakit ka sa bubong, but make sure lang kumapit ka, baka madulas, mahulog, no? Ako pa sisihin nyo, wag naman, no? Pero make sure lang, no? Doon sa pinakamalakas ng signal, doon kayo pumunta. Now, if you're going to use a virtual interview, isa lang papaalala ko rin dyan, importante ito, no? You have to open your camera. Kaya nga siya tinawag na virtual is just a replacement lang o the face-to-face. Nakakita na ba kayo ng face-to-face interview kung saan yung HR nakabalot ng paper bag yung muka? Nakita na ba kayo ng mga aplikante pumunta sa face-to-face interview? Ganun din yung ginawa. Nakasupot o nakabalot ng paper bag yung mukha nila during the interview. Diba? Hindi naman eh. Ako sa tagal ko sa HR, I've never encountered that kind of scenario on a face-to-face setting. And so, with the virtual platform, do not make it as an excuse na mahina ang signal nyo. Although I know it is a valid reason. So ano recommend ko dyan? How do we meet halfway? In the first few minutes of your interview, please make sure you open your camera. And magpaalam kayo, mag-explain kayo sa HR, ma'am or sir, I won't be able to open my camera very long because my data is poor, my connection is bad. So alam mo, lahat ng excuses sabihin mo na magigets na HR yan. Pero at least open your camera man lang for a few minutes so that the HR will know na kayo talaga yung kausap nila dun sa interview. Okay, hindi yung magkaiba yun sa nag-apply, magkaiba pala yung kausap nila sa interview. At least they want to make sure lang kayo yung taong yon. Okay? Another thing is when you open your camera, kailangan kita kayo. Hindi yung mukha kayong shadow. Okay? Naka-open nga yung camera mo, mukha naman shadow. Doesn't matter. Diba? I mean, doesn't matter. It won't work then. It doesn't make sense. I mean, no? So it matters that you open your camera, and it matters that na dapat kita kayo. Okay? And that's why I recommend dapat well-lit yung lugar. Now, wala rin po sana distraction sa background kasi minsan may mga iba, di ba? May naglalakad sa likod, may mga kakalabit-kalabit sa inyo, mga kapatid nyo, or sometimes may nakasabit dyan na hindi naman medyo kanais-nais sa background. So, ano recommend ko? Use the virtual background. Marami naman mga apps right now na pwedeng gamitin for virtual background. Okay? Now, ano pang recommend ko dyan? Yung noise, hanggat maaari, try to keep it low. May mga noise na controllable, may mga noise na uncontrollable. Ano yung mga controllable noise? Ang controllable noise, ito yung mga tipong mga taong kumakain sa paligid mo. Kasi pwede naman sila sabihan, guys, mamaya na kayo kumain after my interview kung okay lang. Or you can also tell them, bilisan nyo kumain kasi may interview na ako. Di ba? Pwedeng ganyan. Okay? Now, kung sakali lang na aso mo, maingay, tumatahol, pwede mo patahimikin, patulogin mo muna or palayasin mo muna. Pasyal ka muna, balik ka na lang after my interview. Now, ang mahirap dito yung mga uncontrollable na noise. Pero wala tayong magagawa eh. Tanggap na natin yan. That this is our setting right now. Ano yung mga uncontrollable? Yung mga open muffler na mga motor na dumadaan sa tabi ng kalsada nyo bilang napakaingay niyan. Diba? So talaga titigil muna kayo sa interview. And sometimes may mga manok na tilaok ng tilaok. Ang masama dyan, hindi mo manok yun. Yung manok ng kapitbahay mo. So wala tayong magagawa. Okay? Yan na yung mga things that we have to live with right now. Basta importante lang, you have good internet connection. I think if you're not breaking up during the interview, then so far, so good na yan. Okay? Now, ano pa yung mga kailangan paghandaan? Do not be late and do not be on time. Obviously, pag sinabing do not be late, huwag kayo malilate, no? Kasi you might lose the opportunity. Pag sinabing do not be on time, huwag niyo sakto lang sa oras. Pag interview mo, halimbawa, 2 p.m. ng hapon, huwag kang magla-log in ng 2 p.m. You have to log in mga 10 or 5 or at least 15 minutes before para you can prepare your gadget. Now, wag naman din sobrang aga. Mamaya 2 p.m. interview mo, 9 o'clock pala, nag-aalmusal pa lang kayo, nakakonect ka na, nakaabang ka na. Walang sasalubong sa'yo niyan, okay, during that interview. Okay? Ano pang paalala ko? Ito na yung mga kalokohan ng mga aplikante. Pagdating sa pananamit, okay, these are some basic guidelines lang. Huwag kayo magsuot ng mga super flashy na outfit. You don't want the HR to remember you for what you you're wearing during that interview. You want them to remember you for how you perform in your interview. Okay? Hindi yung suot mo. Okay? So, kung meron kayong mga outfit of the day, yung mga OOTD nyo, hindi po ito yung right channel. Sa ibang channel nyo gawin yan. Okay? Hindi during the interview. So, what do I recommend? For the ladies out there, ladies first muna tayo. For the ladies out there, keep it basic lang. Wear your blouse. If you have your blazer, put them on. Diba? You look more professional pag naka-blazer kayo. Diba? Parang lumelevel up the thing. Okay, now, paalala ko lang din, by the way, no, if you're going to wear your blazer, please wear something inside. Mamaya, blazer lang suot nyo. Diba? Hindi rin maganda yun. Okay? Now, for those who wants to wear dress, if you're wondering lang, pwede ba mag-dress sa interview? Pwede naman. Pwede mag-dress. Wag lang po see-through yung dress nyo. Okay? At wag naman yung party dress, yung mukha kang gigimik. Okay? If you want to wear yung mga dress nyo, wag naman din yung mga super low neckline. Yung kita na yung mga balat-balat. Okay? So yan yung mga iiwasan natin. Okay? Avoid wearing ganung klaseng mga revealing na outfit. And for those who wants to wear t-shirt naman, I also discourage you to wear t-shirts, especially yung mga tinatawag na statement shirts. Ano yung mga statement shirts? Kagaya ng nakikita nyo nakalagay dyan, real women drink beer. Diba? You don't want to wear something like that, baka ma-misinterpret kayo ng HR. Okay? Now for the gentleman who's listening, simple lang. Wear your polo, long sleeves. You want to wear necktie, it's up to you. You want to wear your vest, yung ano nyo, tawag na suit, it's really up to you. Basta importante, komportable tayo. Okay? Importante, komportable. Kasi mamaya, nakabihis ka nga, todo-todo, no? Three-piece suit yung suot mo, pero tagaktak naman sa pawis. Hindi ka rin komportable niyan. Okay? Now, avoid wearing round neck shirt. If you're going to wear your polo, please button them. Hindi yung nakapolo ko nga, nakabukas naman yung polo mo, kita pa yung mga chest hairs nyo. Diba? Hindi po maganda yan. Okay? Now, for those who are going to the face-to-face, kailangan mo talaga mag-BS sa baba. Kasi sa virtual, minsan yung iba, shortcut na. Kung ano nakita sa camera, sa taas, yun lang ang maayos. Sa baba, it doesn't really matter. Whatever you're wearing, naka-shorts ka, diba? Wala kang suot na anything because you don't put the camera down. Diba? At any point in time. So you just want to make sure yung nakita sa camera, mukhang professional. Pero you're going to the face-to-face interview, you have to prepare. So anong mga kailangan prepare? Sa mga ladies, recommend ko you wear your skirt. Okay? Kung kaya, wear your skirt. If you want to wear your pants, pwede rin. Either way, you look professional. Pants or skirt is okay. Gentlemen, do not wear your skirt. You only wear your pants. Okay? Sa skirt, sa bahay nyo suot yan. Sa interview, do not wear your skirt. Okay? So ano gagawin? You want to wear your jeans, as long as super dark yung jeans nyo, you might swing it kung kayo ay naka dark color jeans. Pero I still recommend you wear your slacks. Kaya mas sigurado, mas professional dating, mas lusot tayo sa dress code. Okay? Now, pagdating po sa mga mannerisms, paalala ko lang, these are some of the non-verbal languages that's giving the HR signs that you're not confident. Ano yung mga yan? Yung iba sa inyo, slouching. No? Kasi komportable ka. So, lalo na sa bahay, no? May mga interview ang aplikante, nakahiga pa sa kama. Diba? Saragang makikita mo, tama ba yung nakita ko? O baluktot lang yung yung sandalan. Pero hindi, nakahiga pala sa kama. Diba? So, you have to show good posture. No? Pagdating naman po sa fidgeting, ito yung mga kumukuyakoy. Diba? Okay, kuyakoy ng kuyakoy. Lalo na sa face-to-face, kitang-kita yung mga paa nyo, yung mga legs nyo. Sa virtual, hindi kita yung legs nyo. Pero pag kumukuyakoy ka, it reflects sa body nyo, 'di ba? Lumalabas 'yan eh. So mukha kayong sumasayaw. So don't do that. Now yung mga bangs nyo, yung mga buhok nyo, kung magulo 'yan, try to fix them. Put those wax, put those headband, 'di ba? Put those clip para hindi sila nabubuhaghag. Hindi ka hawi ng hawi every few seconds. Okay? And don't play with those pens. May iba sa inyo, you're doing like this. Okay lang kung virtual, hindi nakikita yan, tago mo. 'Di ba? Pag face to face, kitang-kita kahit saan mo itago yan, kahit sa likod pa ng ulo mo, kitang-kita yan. Pero yung tik-tik ng ballpen, wala kang itago. Kahit saan, rinig na rinig yan. Kahit nakatago yan, maririnig yan. So, these are signs that you're not confident. Okay? Please make sure you follow these guidelines because ito yung mga little things that sometimes gives the HR signs that you're not confident. One more important thing to remind you is do not answer those phone calls. Pag may tumatawag sa inyo, that phone call can wait. Okay? That interview, you might not have another set of interview na. Unless this is a matter of life and death situation, maintindihan na HR yan. Okay, answer the call. Pero kung hindi naman siya ganun ka-urgent, ganun ka-importante, then please, take that interview seriously. Give importance din dun sa HR because they also gave their time for you. Okay? And so, tapos na ako mag-share ng mga kalokohan ng mga aplikante. This time around, share ko sa inyo kalokohan ng mga HR. Okay, so I recommend you write this down, take a picture, practice them at home. Okay, I'm super sure one of these questions will come out in your next coming interview. Sigurado ako. Okay, ganyan ako kasigurado, ganyan ako ka-confident. Nalalabas to isa sa mga questions na to dahil panahon pa ng mga lolo natin, lolo at lola natin. Tinatanong na yung, alam mo yung tell me something about yourself na yan? Yan, gas-gas na yan. It never fails. Panahon ng lolo-lola natin, tinatanong na yan. Panahon ng mga apo natin, apo sa tuhod natin, sigurado ako tatanungin pa rin during the interview. Okay? Kung meron pang interview by that time, sigurado. Okay? So practice that, practice all these questions. Okay? Pag tinanong kayo ng what can you contribute to the company, huwag kang magugulat. Okay? Hindi to fundraising, hindi to ambagan. Okay? Ang kino-contribute dito, hindi pera. Kino-contribute dito kung ano yung skills mo that you can contribute to the requirement of the company. Okay? Pag tinanong naman yung why are you applying for the position, you just have to tell them the truth. Tell them the reason why you're applying. Sir, kasi malapit po yung bahay. Saan ka ba nakatira? Diyan lang po sa tapat. O yan, sabihin mo. Totoong reason why I'm applying. O diba? Ganon. Parang hindi na po ako mag-commute, tipid na ako sa pamasahe, tipid na rin po ako sa pangkain. Kasi babalik na ako pag lunch breaks, babalik na lang ulit po sa inyo sa office pagka tapos na yung lunch break. O diba? Ganon yan. Now, why did you take up your major? Tell them the truth as well. Be honest during the interview the entire time. Huwag kayong mag-iimbento. No? Kung yan ang tinake up mong course because napilitan ka lang kasi yan ang sabi ng parents mo, lahat sila education ng course. So you have to be take the education then. So sabihin mo yung totoo. That's the reason. Then tell them. Okay? Now, pagdating po sa what are your strengths? Yung strengths is ano yung mga skills mo that you can contribute. Basically, yun eh. Ano yung mga pwede mo maitulong pa doon sa company? Okay? Ba't ka magiging dagdag sa asset nila when they hire you? And what are your weaknesses means ano yung areas mo naman for improvement. Okay? Ang weakness na tinutukoy dito, hindi yung weakness kagaya ng pamilya mo, kagaya ng inspiration mo, maybe kasi iba sinasabi, what are your weaknesses? Ay, yung anak ko po, weakness ko po yan. Hindi ganun. Okay? You focus about the work. Job related ito lahat. Okay? And finally, if the question is about salary, because sometimes yun yung isang exciting portion di ba? Gusto mong mapunta doon sa portion na inaalam na rin ng HR, how much are you expecting? Di ba? Pag tinanong kayo nun, marami sa mga aplikante bilang nabibingi-bingihan parang, bilang parang hindi na alam paano sasagutin. Yung tanong napakasimple lang naman. How much are you expecting? Di ba? So just give them a number and give them a range. Remember, give a number, give a range. And the range should be realistic. Depende sa research mo. I'll give an example lang. Sample lang to. So if you're applying, you can say, as a fresh graduate, I expect to get, sample lang, 12 to 15,000, 15 to 18,000, 18 to 20,000, 20 to 25,000, 25 to 30,000. O di ba ganun? 30 to 40,000. Depende yan. No? As you go up the range, as you go up the number pala, you also go up the range. Diba? Ganun yan eh. Pero huwag ka magbibigay ng range na out of this world. Pag tinanong ka, how much are you expecting? As a fresh graduate, I expect to get 12 to 75,000. Diba? Tipong parang, saan galing yun? Diba? Wala po, sa bingo. Letrang O, 75. Diba? Ganun lang. Para lang may masabi akong number. Hindi siya ganun. Okay? So you have to do your research. And one of the questions that HR might ask you na nag-aalangan ka mag-answer, yung isang tanong dyan na, what other companies have you applied to? Kasi minsan, di ba, hindi mo alam kung uurong ka ba o aatras ka eh. Di ba? Parang sasabihin ko ba ito totoo or sabihin ko lang kaya na siya lang in-applyan ko? Di ba? Ako sa inyo, sabihin mo yung totoo. Kung sila lang ang una mo in-applyan, then tell them, ma'am or sir, kayo po yung una kong in-applyan. Okay? And I plan to apply to the following in case, no? I don't become successful in my application here. You tell them the truth, di ba? Kung sakaling may na-applyan ka ng ibang kumpanya, sabihin mo rin totoo. Okay, bakit? Because the HR would like to know kung align ba yung ina-applyan mo dun sa kanila. Okay? Kasi I remember one time, one HR was telling me, kwento lang niya sa akin to, natawa nga ako nung narinig ko yung kwento. Sabi niya, tinanong niya aplikante, what other companies have you applied to? Ang sagot sa kanya, I applied to, sabi niya, I applied to East West Bank, Metro Bank, China Bank, sabi niya, Citibank, diba? So, lahat na bangko yata, nabanggit niya. And then, sabi niya, okay, so why are you applying in our company? Company nila Toyota eh. So sabi niya, why are you applying here in Toyota? Sabi niya, ma'am, kasi po inisa-isa ko po lahat ng mga office dito sa street na to. So kayo na po yung next. After po dito, susunod ako sa kabila, yung katabi nyo. Sino yung kabila? Si Nissan. Yung kabila po noon, susunod pa. Another car company. I think 3 car companies yung magkakatabi. So the applicant was just being honest, diba? And the HR, the follow-up question of that was, Do you really know what you're applying to? Kasi ang objective mo ba is para malapit sa bahay mo? O yan, 'di ba? At least magkakaalaman tayo. Ano ba talaga yung pakay? Ano ba talaga yung gusto ng aplikante? Do you really know what you want? 'Di ba? Is it about the industry or is it about the specialization? Pwede naman iba-ibang industriya. Pero lahat 'yun, ang trabaho mo graphic designer. Pwede naman, 'di ba? In whatever industry you go to, yung specialization mo is graphic designer. O, diba? So, ganun. I'm just giving you examples lang. Okay? So, just in case may tanong pa kayo, by the way, I'll give you 5 more seconds. You either take a screenshot, write this down, take a picture, okay? Practice them at home. And when I say practice, this time around, you can talk to yourself sa harap ng mirror. Pero mas maganda, kunin yung mga cellphone nyo, i-record mo ang sarili mo. Okay? Kasi may technology na. Now, you do your playback. Watch yourself. If you think na medyo hindi pa okay, then you can do another practice. You can also show that video to some of your closest friends or relatives para lang to get honest opinion. Okay, wag yung mga kaibigan na bibiruin ka pa lalo, no? Doon sa kakantsawan ka pa doon sa sagot mo. Yung totoong magbibigay ng tawag nito constructive criticism sa iyong pag-perform o sa inyong pag-answer. Okay, para you can improve. Okay? So kung may tanong pa kayo na magtanong, just go to our website, email me here sa info@jobsunity.com, like us on Facebook, para sa Twitter, and on Instagram, pati na rin sa TikTok. Again, my name is Kim Chu. Don't forget yung Wa. Isang magandang umaga po sa inyo lahat. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, maraming salamat, Sir Kim. So guys, may tanong po ba? Can you give Sir Kim a heart? Emoticon. Wow!
Yay. I feel so loved.
So, love na love niyo si Sir Kim, no? May natutunan ba kayo, guys? So, type nyo naman 3 kung marami kayong natutunan kay Sir Kim.
Mukhang maraming kalokohan to, Ma'am Jane, natutunan sa akin.
Yun na nga, kalokohan pala, sir, ang natutunan, hindi ano. Nag-enjoy pala sila sa picture, di ba?
Ayan.
Okay. So, guys, may tanong pa po ba tayo kay Sir? Okay, check natin, sir, sa Facebook kung meron tayong question or may phoning question tayo sa Facebook. So, mukhang wala naman. So, guys, may tanong pa kay sir. Ano? Okay? So, patype naman ng 1. If satisfied kayo at okay na si Sir Kim at malinaw pa sa sikat ng araw ang lecture ni Sir Kim. Wow!
Okay, thank you. Ayan, parang auction lang yan ha. Going once, going twice. Oh, kung wala na, sold na to.
At least, sir, walang nagmamine. O, diba?
Ayos.
Okay. So, baka mamaya may nakasulat na dyan, mine. Okay, so, okay, Sir Kim, at maraming salamat, Sir Kim, in behalf of the Alumni Relation and Career Development Office. Maraming salamat po in taking this time off and sharing your expertise to the PUPian, our KAISCO and KAISCA, from our host university to our branches and campuses. Marami po tayo kasi ngayong estudyante na who are with us today, galing sa ITEC, meron din po tayo from Cabiao and some other PUP branches and campuses. So, check nyo na lang, sir, baka mag-overload yung system ng Jobs 180. Ha?
Hindi naman. Kayang-kaya yan.
Okay. So, at least, maraming salamat, sir, and I hope na makita ulit tayo, guys. We'll be seeing you again on June 8 for our next, June 8 ba? For our next webinar.
The next webinar. Okay. See you po.
Sir.
Maraming salamat. Be safe, everyone.
Salamat. Thank you, sir. Sige po.
Bye-bye.
And ingat, sir, and stay safe. Bye-bye po.
You too. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Okay, sir. Bye-bye po. So, guys, kung kanina nag-enjoy na kayo kay Sir Kim, ngayon mag-i-enjoy uli kayo sa isa pa nating speaker. So, ang isang industry speaker naman natin ngayon ay lagi na naming nakakasama sa aming mga career development webinar. And by the way, Concentrix is one of the leading global provider of customer service solution and technology, improving business performance of world business sector. So guys, let's watch the ABP of Concentrix.
world seemed to stop. We carry on. Continue to dream and create. We don't just work with what we know. We innovate to adapt. So you can drive your career forward. We don't just make you feel welcome. We provide everyone an equal opportunity to succeed. We don't stop at just enough. We go extra to care and provide, so you can brave the world safely. Times aren't the same, but we've always been different. We are Concentrix. We dream different. We create different. We embrace different.
Okay, to discuss about personality assessment, let's welcome Mr. JP John Paul Anyuevo, Partner Relation and Talent Delivery of Luzon of Concentrix Philippines. Good morning, sir!
Hello, good morning. Good morning sa lahat ng mga taga-PUP. Magandang umaga sa inyong lahat. So let me just share my screen with everyone and then let's begin. Let me just share my screen. Now, before we begin our actual talk, allow me to introduce my company to all of you para malaman ninyo kung sino ba talaga ang Concentrix. So let's share that screen now. Okay, can everybody tell me if you are seeing a plain white screen in front of you? So,
yep.
Okay, so let's start. So let me introduce to you Concentrix. Sino ba ang Concentrix and why am I excited to work at Concentrix? Concentrix is a global business services company delivering extraordinary customer, employee, and user experiences for more than 450 of the world's best brands. So we are basically a customer and tech type of business company. We are popularly known as a business process outsourcing company. And we are catering to more than 450 of the world's best brands. So pag sinabi natin 450 of the world's best brands, we're talking about Fortune 500 companies or big companies, not only in the United States, but globally. So those are our clients we provide services for. So what kind of services do we actually provide to our clients? We provide the following. We provide analytics and consulting, automation and optimization, customer engagement centers, digital self-service, experience design and mobility, gig platform, marketing solutions, technology and systems integration, and voice of the customer. Now, Concentrix here in the Philippines, kasi worldwide kami, our headquarters is actually in the United States, but we also have branches all over the world, in South America, here in Asia, not just the Philippines. We have one in Malaysia, we have one in Japan, and so on. But here in the Philippines, more particularly, we are more famous for our customer engagement centers. In fact, we have been operating here in the Philippines for about more than 19 years already. Okay, and we have a total of more than 90,000 people as part of our staff or teams or employees, as you would normally call it. 90,000, making us the biggest BPO company in the Philippines today, currently, and it is still continue growing. We are still continuously growing and we are continuously hiring.
We have more than 127 clients here in the Philippines. When we say clients, internally, externally, ito yung tinatawag nating mga accounts namin. Yung mga iba-ibang mga klaseng accounts na meron ang Concentrix where people can work at. Okay? We have 46 centers scattered all over the Philippines in 15 cities. Okay, NCR, of course, is the biggest hub of Concentrix because we have a lot of sites here in NCR. Now, because of our performance and also the kind of culture that we have in our experience in operations here in the Philippines, it's not a surprise that we have been receiving more than 100 awards in our experience, in our tenure. Okay, as a company, we were voted best company for diversity, for women, best company culture, and best company leadership by Comparably. In the 2021 World HRD Congress, we were named Asia's best employer brand. At the 12th Asia CEO Awards, we were part of the Circle of Excellence for Service Excellence Company of the Year, Executive Leadership Team of the Year, and Expatriate Executive of the Year. Also in the International ICT Awards Philippines, we won Best Company of the Year, Best Employer of the Year, Best Contact Center and BPO Company of the Year, Best Foreign-Owned Company, and Outstanding Use of ICT Services to Fight COVID-19. So we're not just, the biggest, but, let me be mayabang a bit, but we're also one of the best in the industry. So now let's move on to my talk this morning to everyone. In our lives, and I'll start it with this one, in our lives, we encounter certain questions that would make us think and reflect upon our lives. Okay? Mula bata tayo, meron ng mga tinatanong sa atin ng mga matatanda na nakakapag-isip tayo. Minsan mabilis tayong makakasagot, but more often than not, as we grow older, sometimes we tend to reflect on this more. For example, when you were a child, what did you want to be when you grow up? Di ba tinanong na kayo niya nung kinder kayo, ano gusto mo maging? Okay. Ano ang usual na answer nyo? Di ba? Madalas dyan, at least in my experience when I was growing up, a lot of us would answer, we wanted to become a doctor, some would like to be a lawyer because their parents are lawyers or their parents are doctors and so on. Okay? So, bata pa lang tayo, tinatanong na tayo niya. Now, merong rason to kung bakit why we're reminiscing on these questions. Okay? I'll go to that point later on. Okay? Next, when we were in high school, lalo na nung third year high school ka or grade 11, grade 12, you are asked what college course are you thinking of taking after you graduate out of high school? Ano gusto mong kurso? Okay? And even truth of the matter is sometimes even after you've graduated out of high school, as you are about to get your entrance exam to different colleges and universities, kahit ikaw biglang last minute napapaisip ka, so ano nga bang kursong ilalagay ko dito? Kasi normally nilalagay yan sa form eh. Anong kursong ilalagay ko? Okay? And you think, what is it exactly do you want to take up in college? Another question that we usually are asked, what factors you considered in deciding on what course to take in college? So sinulat mo sa form mo, gusto mo yung kurso mong yan. Bakit? Bakit mo kinuha yung kursong yan? If you still remember earlier, Kim Chua, who's, suki kami ni Sir Kim dito, tinanong niya yan eh. Isa sa mga questions na tinatanong minsan sa isang interview is, why did you take your course? Especially for college, for fresh grads, without any work experience, we usually dwell on questions that would make you relate with, more particularly, your college life and so on. So why did you choose your course? Why did you not choose another course? Especially if we know that you are applying and then the course that you took is a little far off from what the industry is all about. Okay? So it's a good way for you to think about that. What are the factors that you considered in deciding on which course you took? Okay? Now, pag tanda-tanda nyo pa, let's say you are already, you just graduated out of college, you starting to work. Sometimes you will be asked, what do you want to do in your life? Anong balak mo sa buhay mo? Okay? And these are normal questions that we encountered. We encounter a lot of challenging questions as we go along the way in our lives. But these are questions that are very fairly common, and we tend to think about it. How did we answer these questions? What are our bases, or what are the factors that would make us decide to a certain point? Usually, these factors would include the following. Parents are the biggest factors in how their children decide on what to do in their life, even the course that they take. A good example in the sense that when I graduated out of high school and I was about to start college, I leaned on, parang in my case, parang wala na akong choice but to take a science course, because basically my parents were more into that, especially my dad. And he really wanted to have another doctor in the family. My sister is a doctor, and then 9 kaming magkakapatid, and the last 4 were all in the paramedical field. So parents are a huge factor sometimes on the kind of college courses even that we're taking. Sometimes even kung anong buhay ang dapat niyong tahakin. And it's very normal, especially here in Asia. Parents have a really huge influence over their children. Teachers and school. Your teachers and your school, the kind of culture that you have in your school, the kind of ideology that you have in your school, can also affect the way you decide on things. Okay, what do I mean by that? Your professors, minsan, they influence you into molding you, and that's their job, basically, to mold students to be the better versions of themselves. And this type of molding, certain influences are actually taken from these teachers and from the school, and that affects the overall well-being and personality of any person or any student. Another factor would be friends and peers. I remember when I was in high school, I made sure that all of my friends and I would enroll on the same day. Kasi alam namin na pag nag-enroll kami on the same day, 90% chance yan, magkakaklase kami sa isang section. So, for friends and your peers can actually have an influence over you, how you view life. And we're not only talking about, the kind of course or the kind of work you will be taking once you move on in your life, but overall how your personality is. Kaya nga meron tayong tinatawag na peer pressure. Bakit meron mga ibang tao na lululong sa ganitong vices, and it's normally because of peer pressure also. Their influence can be both positive and negative, and it's basically how you will react to these types of influences that will make a mark. Fad. Ano yung tinatawag nating fad? Anong uso? When I was young, and this was in the 90s, ang uso noon, pagka-graduate mo ng high school, kukuha ka ng course na physical therapy or occupational therapy. Ngayon, towards the 2000s, 2010s, and so on, nauso nursing. Okay, I don't know kung anong uso ngayon. But, fad can affect the way you decide. Parang pag nagpunta ka lang sa pag nagpunta kayo sa mall, bibili ka ng damit. Okay? You're going to decide on what to wear. Yung iba, tiis ganda, kahit alam nilang sikip na sikip yung damit sa kanila, bibilin pa rin nila. Why? Kasi yun ang uso. And at the same time, some people would buy something that's more comfortable because, well, yun yung kinasanayan nila. O kaya yun yung personality nila. Okay? So you will see how these factors really influence your decision-making capabilities. External influences is another thing. Ano ba yung nakikita nyo? Di ba sa social media, ang daming mga kung ano-ano. Minsan nanonood ka, sa TikTok lang ngayon, nanonood ka, meron ka makikitang gadget or something, an accessory or something, and then it makes you decide that you want it, or sometimes it makes you decide that you need it, because it basically influenced how your thinking capacity is over that item based on their, what you see. Kasi ang tao, and this is a reality in life, people get stimulated by our senses. What you see, what you hear, and what you smell. And these are the same reasons sometimes how that would influence us in buying stuff, in deciding on doing something, and so on. Another one is your interest and passions. Okay. Lately, especially in the advent of social media, people are taking on jobs that are less conventional, plainly because they want to enhance their interests and passion. Bakit maraming naging influencers sa YouTube, sa TikTok? Bakit maraming nag-go into that kind of direction as an actual work as opposed to doing the more conventional applying for a job and so on and so forth? Because dito din papasok yung interests nila. Next is the financial situation. This is more applicable also to countries like the Philippines where, tanggapin na natin, ang antas ng lipunan dito sa Pilipinas ay hindi naman ganun kapantay-pantay. Kaya these, families with certain financial situations, their situation would influence the children while growing up into having a different type of personality and take on things. Okay, so these are examples of factors that would affect how we decide on things. Okay, now in all of this, in all of these factors, my question is, was there ever a time that you reflected on who you are, ano yung pagkatao mo, and used it to your life's decisions? Kasi usually we base our decisions on, sige, sabi ni mama ganito, sabi ni papa ganito. Okay, nakikita ko na nangyayari ganito. Ang sabi ng society ganito. But kayo, when you're talking about yung sarili niyong pagkatao, your own personality, does your own personality play a factor? And if it does, what is the percentage of that factor in your decision-making capability? That is what we're going to talk about today, because basically, this is just going to be I'll try to make it as quick as possible, but this is basically a personality check for all of us. How we can analyze our personality so that we can prepare ourselves for our future goals. Okay, so let's start off by defining what is personality. Okay, personality is a characteristic way of thinking, feeling, and behaving. It embraces your moods, your attitudes and opinions, and is clearly expressed in your various interactions with different people. And in some cases, even how you emit yourselves to the world. And what do you mean by emit yourself to the world? We're talking about ultimo pananamit mo, paano ka mag-makeup. Di ba nga nauso nung early 2000s, yung mga emo looking, ewan ko lang kung nabutan nyo yun. Baka baby pa kayo noon o kaya mga bata pa kayo. Pero doon na uso yung mga emo na mga goth and so on. It's an expression of someone's personality. Okay? Now, personality will include your behavioral characteristics or characteristics, and these behavioral characteristics can be both inherent or acquired. Ano yung tinatawag nating inherent and acquired? Inherent meaning nakalakhan mo na yan. Pinanganak ka, ganyan ka na. And parents will tell you, merong mga bata, yung mga babies, nakikita mo na yung personality niyan, yung basis ng personality nila. Kahit bata pa lang sila na baby sila. Merong baby na iyakin. Makibot mo lang ng konti, ngumangaw-ngaw na. Merong mga baby na tahimik. Merong baby na palaging nakangiti. That is an example of personality. That's an example of behavioral characteristics. Merong babies na pupuyatin talaga yung mga magulang nila. Yung tipong angel sila during the day, pero pagdating ng gabi, biglang ayan na. Hindi na patutulugin yung magulang. May mga ganon. And yet, there are also some babies na, throughout very angelic, cooperative, hindi pinupuyat yung magulang. Okay? So it starts from when we are young. Nung bata tayo, meron na tayong ugali. Meron mga batang maldita, may mga batang parang anghel. 'Di ba? Merong mga batang alam mo nang merong kalokohan sa ulo, right? Yung term natin. That's inherent. Kasi bata ka pa lang hanggang sa pagtanda mo, dala mo na. Okay? Acquired would be certain types of personalities where you are influenced and you develop these type of behavioral characteristics throughout time. An example of that is your tolerance for certain things. For example, pinalaki ka naman, hindi ka mahilig, pinalaki ka na you are exposed to the fact that there are only two types of sexuality. You can either be a girl or a boy, and that's it. But as you grow in life, you realize, wait, gender, there are two, but sexual preferences and sexualities, there's a lot. There's pansexual, there's bisexual, and all of those things. Now, we never knew existed when we were young. So you now acquire it and you start, oo nga naman, tao pa rin sila. So bakit sila dapat ibahin ng pagtrato, di ba? So those are things that you acquire and it changes and influences your personality as you go along. Okay? So this type, having a personality now, will distinguish yourself from one another. And you will notice that there are people with the same personality or very similar personality as you, and there are people na totally talagang ay ang layo ng personality. And let's face it, usually tayo pag magpakatotoo tayo, nasa school kayo and everything, you get to see people who are good looking, magkakaroon ka ng crush, pero pag nakilala mo na, ay, hindi ko na bet. And it's all because the personality of the other person may have rubbed off against you. Okay? Now, here's something to think about when it comes to personality. Personality has the power to uplift, the power to depress, the power to curse, and the power to bless. And this was a quote from Paul Harris, the founder of Rotary Club International. Okay? Another individual's personality will have the power to uplift you. Di ba may mga taong parang ang sarap kasama na parang pagkasama mo sila, parang ay ang happy lang, parang you feel positive afterwards. And then there are people na pagkasama mo sila, wala namang masamang nangyayari, pero bakit ganun? Parang ang bigat. Okay? Merong mga taong ganun. That's how personality can affect even the way you live your life, being with different people. Now, every individual has personality traits. You have that. I have that as well. Everybody has. Ang walang personality trait, siguro yung mga namatay na. But then again, when you think about their life, when they were still living, they did have personality traits. Okay? Personality traits affect our character dispositions and the decisions we make. Okay? What are these personality traits? These are traits that you have developed throughout your life. So, mixture ng inherent and acquired personalities, put all together, that becomes your traits. And this will play a major role for your individual personality and how you interact with people. It will also play a major role in your career. Okay? Balikan natin yung talk kanina ni Sir Kim Chua, di ba? He was talking, di ba tinanong niya sa mga sample questions niya yung what are your strengths and weaknesses? Ang sabi niya, huwag niyong gagamitin yung mga pamilya niyo na sagot, right? You stick to your personality traits. And this is what we're talking about. Because when, for example, you are in an interview, okay? When you are in an interview, a recruiter does not focus on the content of your interview. What the recruiter focuses on would be those in between the lines. In other words, they check, ito yung sagot niya, ano yung demeanor niya, bakit yun ang sagot niya? Okay? Because at the end of the day, job interviews, the role of these job interviews is to pick the best people who can work well with the employees that they currently have. And the best people for the job in terms of their personality and their behavior towards the job and towards the other things that is part of the job. Okay? Hindi tinatanong sa isang job interview kung magaling ka bang mag-computer, because you can lie and say, yes, magaling po ako mag-computer, pero pag pinaghawakan namin ng computer, hindi ka makapag-type ng maayos. You know? So that's why in a job interview, you are asked questions as, can you tell me something about yourself? Because it's a great way for us to understand what your personality is. And then, based on the kind of people that we've already hired in the organization, will your personality fit with our team? Will it fit our culture? And that's why your personality traits can affect your career as well. In the same manner, if you're already working, you want a promotion in your job, people will check not just, the kind of performance you did, but they will also check your personality if you can be a leader. Because the best worker is not necessarily the best leader. Merong mga taong ganon. Their leadership skills may not be as good as, somebody would hope it would be. So even and that's why your personality traits is very important in your career and your overall quality of life, because everything else will affect or will become affected by your personality trait. Now, the question is, how do we actually gauge our personality traits? And that's the whole meat of this conversation that we're having right now. First of all, we have to know our personality types. Okay, so if you're going to reflect upon your life and upon your personality, by all means, kung gusto mo maglagay ng kandila sa harap, tapos marap ka sa magic mirror, mag-reflect ka, pwede yan. Okay, but let me give you some guidelines how you can assess your personality so that you can tailor fit it to your goal. Okay, first, let me introduce to you this guy. His name is Carl Gustav Jung. Carl Gustav Jung is a Swiss psychiatrist and psychoanalyst, and he founded analytic psychology. Now, si Carl Jung, he created what we call the theory of psychological types in 1971. Ang sabi niya, there are 3 psychological types. 1, the preference of your general attitude. 2, the preference of one of the 2 functions of perception. And 3, the preference of one of the 2 functions of judging. Kaya nga, in his theory, he divided each of these points to 2. For the preference of general attitude, so merong extroverted na tao tsaka introverted na tao. I think you may have heard this before. Introvert ako, nahihiya akong lumabas sa stage, ganyan-ganyan. Okay? Preference of one of the 2 functions of perception, yan yung sensing versus intuition. And then preference of one of the 2 functions of judging. Are you the thinking type of person or are you the feeling type of person? Mind you, if you're going to look at my slide, by the way, merong mga certain letters na mas naka-bold tsaka mas iba yung kulay. And I'd like you to remember that E versus I, S versus N, T versus F, because these are codes that are normally used also in psychological, in personality assessment. Okay? I'll explain that later. Now, so that's Carl Jung, right? Now, tong si Carl Jung, may mga fans yan. Ang mga scientists, may mga fans yan eh. Diba? One of his fans and practitioner of his theory was Isabel Briggs Myers. Okay? Now, Isabel Briggs Myers was an American writer. She's a practitioner of Carl Jung's theory. And she, along with her mother, diba? Yan ang bonding ng mag-ina. They developed the Myers-Briggs type indicator test. Now, why is this important to everyone? A lot of companies and even countries use the Myers-Briggs type indicator test to check on their personality. Okay? In fact, it's a practice in other countries. Even in Korea, in South Korea, in Europe, for example, students know their personality type. And that's why sometimes even sa Tinder, sa mga dating apps, nilalagay nila yung code nila. See, remember if I told you to remember those letters earlier, nilalagay nila yung code nila so that other people will know, ito yung personality type ko. So chances are the people who would gravitate to these personality types are people with common personality types. So at least, you're cutting the line of getting to know each other on a longer term. At least from there, nakikita mo na, sige, pero tayo ng personality, chances are we're going to gel or fit in well. So balik tayo dito kay Myers-Briggs. So she's a practitioner of Carl Jung's theory. So what she developed along with her mother, yung Myers-Briggs type indicator test. Dinagdagan niya yung theory ni Carl Jung. Kasi di ba yung si Carl Jung meron tayong 3 points sa kanya, di ba? So I'm just putting it back here, yung theory of psychological types. What Isabel Briggs did was to add one more. The addition by Isabel Briggs is judging versus perceiving. And this refers to our attitude towards the external world. How we live our lives on a day-to-day basis. Are we a judger or somebody who perceives? Okay? So yan, nadagdagan na tayo. So merong E versus I, S versus N. Bakit hindi I? Kasi I na yung isa, di ba? So N na lang, sumunod. P versus F, J versus P. Okay? So these 4 now comprise the personality types in the Myers-Briggs type indicator. Now, the Myers-Briggs type indicator is a self-report questionnaire indicating differing psychological preference in how people perceive the world and make decisions. So they use these type preferences. So it's a questionnaire, and the questions are not even parang exam questions. Hindi eh. For a Myers-Briggs type indicator test, there are certain scenarios and then you just answer yes or no, kung alin ka doon. And then they use a certain type of evaluation that would give us ultimately the combination of these preferences that would comprise your personality type. So let me explain these preferences again to you. First, extroversion versus introversion. Ito pwede nyo itong gawin as we're going along, as I'm discussing, isipin nyo na, ano nga ba ako dito? Okay? Kunyari nakaharap kayo sa isang mirror, nakaharap kayo sa sarili nyo, let's look at this one. Are you more of an extrovert or are you an introvert? This signifies the source and direction of your energy expression. Are you the type of person, if you're an extrovert, are you the active type of person? Are you hearty when you deal with people? Do you have a lot of variety? Okay, these are people who would like to express their energy to the outer world. Expressive, you speak as you think, and you're very social. Okay, very sociable. Gusto mo na nakikihalubilo ka sa tao. Gusto mo na nakikita ka ng tao. Gusto mo na you're out there. Okay? Yun yung mga extroverts. Okay? Minsan, ito yung mga binibiro nating makakapalang muka. But on a personality level, these are the people that are more sociable. Okay? If you're an introvert, you're more reflective, you're more quiet, you focus more into whatever, you're more into your inner world compared to being more outer. You like things measured. In other words, gusto mo planado lahat, gusto mo yung everything is all scheduled, planned, and so on. You think first and then you speak. Okay? Yan yung mga introverts. Yung sabi nga nila may sariling mundo daw, pero not really. Okay? So, dito sa dalawang to, saan kayo? Okay? Next, let's move on to the next one. Are you a sensing or an intuitive type of person? When you say, this is actually, first of all, a method by which someone perceives information. Okay? Yung isa, it's your energy expression. This one, how do you perceive your information? Sensing means that you are a person who mainly believes information can be received directly from the external world. That's why you're more into facts. You're more down to earth. You're more practical. Okay? You want to make sense all the time. You use your 5 senses to perceive everything. You use experience as a factor. Okay? So you know what is the past, you know what is the present, so that you know what to do in the future. So those are the sensing type of people. When you are an intuitive type of person, meaning you use your intuition, ano yung mga, ano sa Tagalog ang intuition? Minsan kutob, yan, di ba? It means that you believe mainly in information that you receive from an internal or sometimes imaginative world. So these are the more ideologic people, you know, yung without any reference to reality. Pero ito kasing yung ideal situation, ganitong gusto kong mangyari kahit na alam mong imposible. Okay, ganyan. They regard their dreams more. They look into theories. They're very creative. They're very imaginative. Okay, they have a vision and they look towards the future all the time. Okay, so alin kayo sa dalawang yan? The next cluster type, thinking versus the feeling type of person. This is now how you process information. So again, your first cluster, how you give out your energy to the world. The second one is how you perceive information. Now, once you perceive that information, how do you process it? When you are a thinking person, it means that you are a person who would make decisions through logic. In other words, you're very objective. Prangka kang tao. You look for the truth all the time. You search for justice. You critique people and you accept critiques. In other words, kahit masakit pa yung critique na yan, okay lang. Because you think about it, you're logical about your decisions. If you make a mistake, you learn from it and you move forward. You're a task-oriented individual. Okay, that's what a thinker person is. When you're a feeling type of person, as a rule, you will make a decision that is more inclined by using your emotion. Okay? Or based on what you feel you should do. So you put in your values. Okay? And when you put in your values, sometimes you become more prejudiced. Kasi one, your values is, your set of values may be different from another, but it doesn't necessarily mean that the other person's values is wrong, right? So values, and that's why it's more of a feeling type of thing. You take things personally. Okay, that's a feeling person. Tact is another thing that's involved when you're a feeling person. Sometimes you're very tactful, or sometimes you lack tact at all. You value love, mercy, you seek praise, and you are people-oriented. Okay. Now the thing is, as we're going along this one, before we go to the last pair, in the Briggs-Myers, the Myers-Briggs type indicator tests, rather, and I'll show you later on a sample of how you can take it. Basically, hindi naman pwede siya na, you can't put yourself in just one box over the other. And that's why the test really evaluates kung ilang percent ka of each, so that you know. Okay? The last pair that we have here is judging versus perceiving. This is how a person implements the information you have processed previously. So when you are a judging type of person, it means that you are a person who will organize your life events, and as a rule, you will stick to your plans. Ito yung mga taong planado. Okay? You seek for closure. Decision is very important to you. You're very scheduled, organized. You like to plan things. You want to be in control of things. You're in the now, ika nga. Now, if you're a perceiving type of individual, it means that you are inclined to improvise and explore alternatives, options, or situations or solutions as you go along the way. So ito yung mga taong open to, sige, pwede tayo magkamali, pwedeng hindi naman mangyari. And chances are, real life, right? Sometimes yung mga hindi mo pinlano, yun na nangyayari, right? So it's a matter of whether you're open to it or not. These are people, the perceiving type of individuals are people who seek for options. They're more spontaneous. Sometimes they are tagged as disorganized because, it pwedeng in the guise of kasi nga, open ako to anything, You look for the experience part of it, you're flexible, and okay lang na hindi mangyari ngayon. Pwede naman mangyari yan mamaya or bukas and so on. So these are the 4 clusters of types. Okay, so I hope that as I was explaining it, you are thinking about your own self. Saan ako papasok doon? But like what I mentioned earlier, maaring as you're seeing this slide, for example, sasabihin mo sa sarili mo, teka, organized ako, but at the same time, spontaneous din ako. Okay? The purpose of the personality test is to check also the percentages of these traits in you and combine it all together. Okay? So your personality will never belong to just one type. It will always be a combination of these personality types. Kaya ako sinabi sa inyo, di ba, na yung mga letrang yan, tandaan niyo kasi yan yung mga combinations that could be your personality type. Now, if you want to be more specific about it, you can always assess your personality. How can you assess your personality? Kung may pera ka, by all means, magpa-psychological testing ka. And it's fine and it's very healthy. And it's very important for you to check your personality type. And I'm going to tell you why later on. Okay? So you can check that. Now, kung wala kang pera, gusto mo mag-check ng personality type mo. Ito hindi ako, ika nga ng mga sinasabi ng mga YouTube influencers, hindi to sponsored or anything, but as I was looking for materials for my presentation for everyone, I came across this website. You can screenshot this website if you want to, please do. It's humanmetrics.com/CGI-win/jtypes2.asp. Okay, this particular site, it looks like this. Yan, ito yon. They use what they call the Jung topology test. But basically, if you're going to look at the topology test, this is based on Carl Jung's and Isabel Briggs-Myers personality type theory. In other words, based din siya sa Myers-Briggs type indicator. There are about 64 questions in this particular website for this particular test. And you're just supposed to answer, all capital yes. You just click on that. Capital yes kung yes na yes na yes, na confirm na ganun ka. Small letter yes kung oo, pero, ganon. No na capital kung talagang hindi ka ganon. No na small letters kung pero, right? And if you don't really know and you're not certain, you can always click uncertain. Okay? So basically, I took this test a few weeks ago. Okay, and it's also very healthy for you to retake this test, by the way. Okay, I can tell you this, that my personality type kind of changed a bit from when I took this last year to when I took it just a few months ago. And like what I said, there are certain personality types that you still acquire, personal or behavioral characteristics that you acquire as you go along with your life. So it will change also even the way you view what you're going to answer here. So this is an example of what happened to me. So I am an ENFJ type of person. So I am 53% extrovert, 16% intuitive, 6% feeling, and 22% judging. That's my personality. Okay? So you can still further get explanations regarding this combination. You can click on these, like it says here, ENFJ type description. So you can click the full description on what your personality is. And it's good learning experience for you too kasi you get to know yourself. Dito mo makikita talaga ang sarili mo kasi this is an actual psychological test. Okay? And then you can reflect on what the description is to kung sino ka sa pagkakakilala mo sa sarili mo. And then, you face the truth nga lang when you read this, because maybe there are certain things that you're not that open to knowing about yourself yet. You know what I mean? But it's very important for you to at least read this. Okay? And the good thing about this website that I saw, it will tell you, ito yung description ng ENFJ, but it will also tell you as you move and look at that, meron dito nakalagay career choices. It will tell you what are the best career options for you given that this is your personality type. Ano ang nababagay sa yung karera based on your personality type? And that's good because it will be very helpful even for, let's say, graduating ka ng grade 12. kunyari, may kakilala kang graduating ng grade 12. It's a good way for them, especially if they haven't really decided on their courses yet, or even you as college students, for example, you can look at this, see, okay, tama ba yung kursong pinili ko based on my personality? Kasi you have to look at it this way. It's not just studying for it. You know, you want to look at college this way. You're not just studying a specific course for the purpose of studying it and to finish college. You're looking at the fact that that particular course is supposed to be your introduction to your real life after graduating, when you start creating your own family, when you start working, and so on. So knowing your personality is going to be very important also, because it will tell you, okay, itong personality ko ba bagay sa kursong pinili ko kasi ito magiging trabaho ko sa kursong to. Ayoko bang nakikihalubilo ng tao pero kinuha ko mass comm. 'Di ba? Yung mga ganung klaseng, now you can start really reflecting, and you have a basis on how you're going to reflect and how you're going to decide on your life, right? But here's the big but. Okay, so this is just me, even as an entrepreneur. Here's the big but, and it will also answer this one. Why is it important to make a self-assessment on your personality? I think I've already started answering that. Diba? Dun sa kurso, tama ba yung kursong pinag-ano mo, and so on and so forth. It will now make you think about life in a different way, focusing on you and how you will figure out in society and how you will figure out in your life. How can you use that to your goals? Okay? How can we use personality assessments like the one I showed you earlier to your goals? First of all, you have to have a goal. Right? Ano bang balak mo pagka-graduate mo ng college? Pag nag-start ka na magtrabaho? I'm pretty sure everybody here in this Zoom session will, can positively tell me that once they graduate and once they have a job, gusto nilang ma-promote. Kung gusto mo ma-promote, it's good for you to assess yourself, your personality, because then it will tell you, meron ka pa bang pagkukulang na pwedeng mong punan so that your personality will meet what it takes to become a leader in your company or in the company you're working for. Because as you are working, this is something that I can tell you as an employee, and I've been working for more than, oh my God, I've been working since 1997. Start ako magtrabaho 1997 part-time. I've been in the BPO industry for 20 years this year, But I will tell you this. Every company you work for, kada kumpanyang pagtrabahuhan nyo, that they will have their own culture. Parang bansa lang yan. Pag pumunta ka sa ibang bansa, ibang kultura nila. Kailangan mong makibagay. Malalaman mo ngayon, you will know what type of personality they like in an employee. Hindi lang whether you can do the job. Because at the end of the day, everybody can do the job. Kaya ka nga na-hire dyan eh. But can you excel and become a leader? Now, that's a totally different ballgame, because it's not talking about doing the actual job, but having the right personality, the right mindset, and being a leader. And being a leader is not just pagmamando sa tao. There are other things involved, as in being a leader and being a manager and supervisor and so on. So you need to assess yourself, your personality, so that you can meet that goal. Ano bang kailangan pa? Ano bang pagkukulang ko? So that I can meet that expectation. Okay? So how can we do that? One, una, be true to yourself. It's very important that you are true to yourself. Be authentic. Don't make a facade. Don't lie about who you are. Eto ka eh. Tatanggapin ka naman ng tao. Ngunit, once you start doing those personality assessments, that's where you will find out, eto yung tunay na ako. And be true to yourself to know na, to recognize that that's who you are. Next, know your goals. Create your goals. Create short-term goals and create long-term goals. In that way, you can prepare for you can prepare in terms of how your personality is so that you can meet those goals. Next, fit your personality to your goals. Gusto mo na magtayo ka ng sarili mong business na kunyari into events kasi malaking kinikita ng event planner, ganyan. Gusto maging event planner. Mahiyain ka, ayaw mo makipaghalubilo sa tao. But you're talking about events na ang soul na kinabubuhay niyan kung paano ka mag-market ng sarili mo, kung paano mo i-market yung company mo, and so on. So now you have to fit your personality to that kind of goal. If you want to be successful, for example, in that industry, then you have to develop the personality for that industry. Hindi naman natin sinasabi na ibahin mo yung sarili mo, nakalimutan mo yung authentic na you. It's still you. It's just a matter of fitting your personality, plucking on whatever personality you can have so that you can meet your goals. Okay? This one is very important. Be open to changes. Life change. This life that we have will change. Patuloy na umiikot ang mundo. And you can't just say, kasi ganito ako ever since bata ako. Pero merong room for growth right? And that's why you're always asked in a job interview, what are your strengths? What are your weaknesses? In fact, weaknesses, sometimes we call it areas of opportunity. That's why we ask them, because we want to know if you're true to yourself, if you know what you're good at, skills-wise, trait-wise, and at the same time, if you know and can recognize that there are things that you need to improve on. Be open to changes. Embrace change. And more importantly, be a catalyst for change for others as well, so that you can influence people positively also. And that ends my talk with you today regarding using what personality assessment is and using it to meet your goals. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Sir JP. So guys, may tanong po ba, or can you give Sir JP a heart reaction para naman more love? Ayan sir, dumadami na sila.
Maraming salamat.
So, may natutunan ba tayo guys? So, can you type 1 and can you type 3 para... Yes sir, marami kaming natutunan. Kung wala na kayong tanong at marami kayong natutunan for Sir JP. Guys, pa-type yung 3. Wow.
And maraming sumasagot. Thank you so much. Kung meron kayo
Yes. Ibig sabihin, sir, they are still alive. Hindi alive. They are still listening. Iba yung alive. So, at least active na active pa sila. Di ba? Alam naman natin sa panahon ngayon, pag nasa virtual, pwede kang mag-multitask. Habang naglilinis, nakikinig. Habang naguhugas ng pinggan, nakikinig ng Zoom or nakikipag-meeting. Tama ba? Okay. So, guys, may tanong po ba kay Sir JP? Sir, ang Concentrix po ba tumatanggap ng OJT from the Institute of Technology or ito yung ating mga vocational course?
We can check with our departments if they're already taking, if virtual is still being taken. Kasi ang isa sa mga chine-check din namin ngayon with CHED is also for the face-to-face OJTs. Kasi meron, yung mga needs lately namin is more for face-to-face. But we also have our virtual virtual internship program. and we can give, we can have a meeting regarding that one. This is for 80 to 120 hours, if I'm not mistaken. We have a different POC for this VIP, but it's a training-based virtual internship process where we expose people on different industry verticals that are being serviced in our company, in our industry.
Hopefully, sir, by next semester, ano na kami, face-to-face. So, syempre, itong ating mga estudyante, more or less, naghahanap na yan ng mga OJT, hindi lang pang virtual, syempre, pang face-to-face. So, kaya lang, sir, sila po kasi, halimbawa, ang Institute of Technology, this is our ladderized program. So, meron silang diploma in Information and Communication Technology. They also do have ECE, Diploma in Electronic and Communication Engineering Technology. Meron din namang LOMT, yung Legal Office Management Technology. Yun, sir. So,
we can check kung aling departments ang open. Right now, again, I mentioned this before, ang usual na open namin ngayon na department is our talent acquisitions and human resource departments are the ones hiring right now for getting OJTs na virtual.
Yes, sir. Kasi ang mga ang mga diploma, sir, diploma course po namin kasi normally, sir, mas mataas yung OJT requirements namin compare sa bachelor's degree. They do have
ilang hours po ito?
Normally, sir, mayroon po sa kanilang 200, 150. Yung alam ko yung last time, yung third year nila is 300. Guys, reaction naman sa mga taga-Institute of Technology, yung third year, ilang number of hours yung required nyo sa OJT? 300 hours daw, sir.
Okay. We'll see what I can do. I'll talk to I'll check with our various departments kasi alam niyo naman laki ng Concentrix. Check namin din regarding that one so that we can have a system also for them.
Okay. So at least, sir, alam nila kung saan sila pwedeng maghanap ng pwede nilang pag-OJT-han. And by the way, malay natin, in a near future, once na nakapag-OJT sila, normally ito po kasi mga estudyante na yung iba sa kanila, after graduating, is talagang nag-work na.
Sige.
O yung iba naman kasi sa kanila naman, ang aim nila is after graduation, mag-proceed, mag-NC, TESDA. Then after that, saka po sila tumutuloy sa bachelor's degree.
No problem.
Okay. So guys, papakawalan na ba natin si Sir JP? Marami ba kayong natutunan, guys? Isa namang virtual clap kay Sir, di ba? Please. Oh, hindi lang Sir isa. Ang dami nila. Okay. So, hindi lang yan, sir, sa Zoom chat, sa Zoom chat, meron din tayo sa Facebook Live. So, guys, lahat po na kayo, please follow us and share nyo yung page natin para updated kayo sa event ng Career Development and Alumni Relation and Career Development Office. Ito yung mga webinars namin, job vacancies, at mga event ng ating mga industry partners gaya ng Concentrix. So, at least doon, kahit papano, if you're looking for part-time job, full-time job, pwede nyong i-check doon. Okay. So, maraming salamat, Sir JP, and I hope to see you again.
Are you in the
sir,
office or are you working at home?
Nasa office, sir. Ano na kami ngayon? Nakapasok
Dadaan po ako kasi may kukunin ako.
Wow. Okay, I'll see you, sir, later.
May tumawag sa akin last Friday regarding that. So dadaan po ako. Let's see each other po. Sige po.
Okay. Thank you, Sir JP. Bye-bye po. Okay, guys. So maraming salamat. And again, this is Professor Jane S. Pulma from the Alumni Relation and Career Development Office signing off, and thank you for taking your time off in attending this webinar. Sana marami kayong natutunan sa sa ating event ngayon at sa ating session. Later, meron pa tayong isang company who will be with us today, ang Terra System. Ang topic niya is building your hard skills and soft skills in resume content. So, alam ko marami din kayong matututunan kay Miss Reggie. And I hope to see you later. So guys, the link for the evaluation form is already posted at the Zoom chat and also sa PUP Career Center Facebook page. So pwede na kayong mag-umpisang magsagot sa link provided para sa inyong e-certificate. If you'll be attending 2 sessions, you'll be receiving 2 certificate for this webinar. Thank you guys, and ito na ang ating himno ng PUP.